up? What's up? What's up? Yes, we gonna have some TiVo time in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome over. Um, I don't even know what this is. Oh, I know what it is now. I'm like, what is this? Like hide and everything. Some old mess that I done put on the screen. Some mess that I done put on the screen. So we are in Nevada um, with our beheading trial. Our girl, she got on a new fit for the day. She not looking the same. As I kind of figured they would be on some kind of lunch or something. Hopefully all y'all can hear me. I knew it. All they do is break in here. I don't even know how much testimony they got, but all they do is break over here. I don't know what this judge be doing. That my I don't know. But this is where we left off earlier in regards to old girl. Um yeah, I'll put the other one on there as part one. I'll get that on there.
And so these photos were what I asked you to look into?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start as an example with 12, row 12. What type of information do you have about this device? I'm sorry, this photo.
Okay. It shows on that first pane the name of the photo itself, what it was named, as well as the path that you can find that in the database. Then that second pane shows the metadata for the photo, meaning the camera that took the photo, the model, what time, different information about the photo itself, and then obviously that last one is a thumbnail of the photo.
What does capture time mean?
That's typically when the picture was taken by whatever camera or device.
So these all appear to be 7:15 of 22, right?
Yes.
Nothing on 8/7.
No.
Show you another one. $664. What are we looking at here?
I did a reverse image search on one of the photos in question.
What does that mean?
Means you can take basically a image or a photo that you have, put it into Google. Google will look at that picture and tell you if it exists anywhere else on the internet, for instance.
And this is with specific regard to a gun photo that I provided to you that was provided to me by the defense.
Yes.
I moved the emission to 664.
Any objection to 661?
No, Your Honor.
664 being made?
Thank you. So showing you the second image there, this one is the image in question, correct?
Yes.
Purported to be Devier on August 7th, but you actually researched that, correct?
Yes.
What are we seeing here?
So I placed that photo in Google Images so that I could do a reverse search, and it was on several different websites. This one was one of them. It's like a concealed carry website where they're advertising.
Okay. And what does cache data mean?
So applications will cache photos into folders or databases so that you can see them later more quickly. If you're familiar with like internet cookies, it's the same, similar concept where it'll fill a folder with photos. For instance, if you're scrolling on Instagram, it will cache folders that or photos that you may not have gotten to yet in that feed, so that when you get there, or if you have a poor signal, you'll be able to see those faster.
So fair to say that this particular image is not an image captured on Devyr's device on August 7th of 2023.
Yeah, it was in a cache folder.
May I approach?
Yes.
Showing you 667. My kid would have a field day with that exhibit number. You recognize this?
Yes.
This is one that was prepared just in the back with defense counsel and their expert. Is that right?
Yes.
I move for the admission of 667.
Any objection to 667?
No, your objection.
Okay, 667 will be the meeting?
Fair to say this is a text conversation between Devyn Willett and whom? Is this the one with Dad?
1536.
Let me just go back.
Yeah.
Dad?
Yes.
And this is several pages, the jury will have it if they want to look through it. But there was some text messages referenced on the very last page 37. Where apparently Dad is finding out Devyn is married to the defendant. Does that look about right?
Yes.
And then there's a last text between them was July 2nd of 23, and it's to Devyn, Dad saying, hey.
Yes.
Did you want that? Did I mark that? We moved the admission of 608.
Any objection
It's
to
just the
608?
I don't know why it's separate.
Any objection to 608?
No, Your Honor.
608 will be the meeting?
May I approach?
Yes.
Showing you 614. Recognize that?
Yes.
And is that an image from the defendant's phone?
Yes.
The Devyn phone?
Yes.
Move for the admission of 614.
Any objection to 614?
No, Your Honor.
614 will be the meeting?
That's just one of many family type photos.
Yes.
Showing you already admitted 431. Have you ever seen this image before?
Yes.
Okay. This was suggested to be an injury. Did you look into this phone and do some research on whether or not that was an old healed injury?
Yes.
May I approach?
Yes.
Showing you states 665. Recognize that?
Yes.
What does that appear to be?
Photos of a hand injury.
Okay. Move the admission of 665.
Any objection to 665?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
665 will be the meeting?
And just for the record, I'm putting back up 431. That was the right hand first two knuckles, the pointer finger and the middle finger, correct?
Yes.
I'm just going to jump to, well, let's start with page 1. You find some images where Devyn had a pretty significant injury to those fingers,
Yes.
and the dates associated with those photos.
I can't read that on the screen. Sorry. December 5th of 2022.
We've got some digger photos just to show you. So page 7, page 8, see that?
Yes.
Fair to say pretty significant gashes to the pointer finger and the middle finger at the knuckle.
Yes.
There's actually some medical paperwork too.
Yes.
December 19th, 2022 is the date. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Your exhibit U.
I gave him your exhibits.
What do you mean?
And U was not included in that set, so it should still be in
Sorry for the confusion. So, defense L through U is a conversation that I think the jury has seen part of this, liar, cheater, liar, cheater.
Yes.
Who is this conversation between?
This is between Devyn and Devere.
And then there's a bunch of stuff, on and on, relationship stuff. And it ends at U, it says clearly not cheating.
Yes.
What's the date and time on that?
I can't see it,
Let
sorry.
me zoom.
8/5/23 at 5 a.m.
Okay. That's not the last text in that chain, correct?
No.
Showing you exhibit 666.
Yes.
This includes the last text on that chain, correct?
Yes.
I've moved the admission of 666.
No objection.
6 and 6 will be in there.
So, on page 1, this is the liar cheater stuff, right?
Yes.
I want a divorce, a bunch of back and forth. Keep your alcohol. I'll see you when I'm off. Don't bother. It's not a bother. I really am over this. Honestly, sounds like a personal problem. Just relationship stuff, right?
Yes.
And then at the end, what we see is that conversation goes on. Some cheating accusations and stuff, right?
Yes.
And I want to focus in on this last one. What are we looking at here?
It's a message sent on 8/6/23 at 10:36 p.m. from Devier to Devyn's device. Says, "See you when you get back. I'm going to sleep. Girls are in the living room."
At 10:36 p.m. on August 6th of 2023.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. I will pass the witness.
Your Honor, may we approach real quickly?
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we cross-examine this witness, we are going to take our long recess. During this recess, you must not discuss or communicate with anyone, including fellow jurors, in any way regarding this case or its matter, either by voice, phone, email, text, internet, or other means of communication or social media. You must not read, watch, or listen to any news or media accounts or commentary about this case. You must not do any research, such as consulting dictionaries, using the internet, or using any reference materials. You must not make any investigation, test the theory of the case, recreate any aspect of the case, or in any other way anticipate or learn about the case on your own. You must not form or express any opinion regarding this case or its facts to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 12:10. We will be in recess until 1:20.
All rise for the jury.
This the most breakingest courtroom I have ever seen. I don't even understand it. What do they have court? Do anybody know? Do they have court ever in this courtroom? They stay on break. Y'all, they just got there. Look at this. They done ate up all my TiVo time, everything.
Please be seated, Your Honor, the jury's all present and accounted.
We are back on the record in C 377239, City of Devyn Michaels. May the record reflect that Ms. Michaels is present, the attorney, Deputy District Attorney, on behalf of the state, do both parties signatures in presence of our jury.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And ladies and gentlemen, jury, I do apologize for the delay, but as I told you in the preliminary instructions, if we have to delay, it's only because we're trying to make things smoother for you guys on the back end. So I apologize you have to wait now, but hopefully that alleviates you having to wait on the back end. But if you guys are in any way frustrated about your wait times, please hold that against me and not against either of the parties. But I do apologize on behalf of the court for the delay in bringing you guys back from lunch. Mr. Horvath, are you prepared for your cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and Zach, can I just remind you that you are still under oath?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay? Whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon, Detective Campbell. I'm going to start with just a few things that were touched on your direct from the state. This slide was brought up, and it sounded like, and we reviewed it, it was a report that you generated at the direction of the District Attorney's Office, correct?
Yes.
We'd referenced it, the defense had referenced it in their opening statement. It says that it was modified on 8/7, is that correct?
Yes.
I don't think the state was trying to mislead you, but what was testified to, what was brought up about this is that it was accessed or looked at that day. Is that what that time says?
Not necessarily. Accessed by the device, yes.
Okay. So it could have been accessed that morning and that time, correct?
Yes.
And that's what that shows.
Yes.
It wasn't made that day. It was just
No.
okay. Now, there's a few things I want to go to, and I know that we've talked about how we've stipulated and gone through a lot of these things, but one of the things that was brought up yesterday in the crime scene with Detective Ozawa was collection of evidence. And you were given a list of electronics to go through and examine, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever examine an Xbox,
No.
a Nintendo Switch?
No.
I'm pulling up, and I have a thumb drive here that the exhibits on here have been stipulated to, so I don't know if I should be referring to this as, what number or letter would this be?
Is your next in line?
Yes, we have a thumb drive. Instead of having all the exhibits for the jury to hold on time, I just put them all in one so they can access it.
Next one would be B4.
B4. Thank you. So on B4, I have a bunch of, let me go back here a little bit. I've got a bunch of files that we're just going to go to, and these are things that have been provided to the defense, and our own experts looked at this. It's stuff that was on the phones. So right here, there's this is a text message chain with Devier, and it looks like potentially some of his friends. I'm trying to make this a little bit bigger because I know it's a little bit smaller up there.
Thank you.
And the name of this chat, it says Legend of Dick Combat. This is something that you haven't seen, right? I mean, you saw it previously today, but this is not something you were asked to examine.
Correct.
This was on his phone between his friends talking about their gaming. Is that what it seems to be?
Yes.
So, Devier is known to be a gamer from the messages that we saw on the phone between him and Devyn. But you were never asked by Detective Ozawa or anyone to analyze an Xbox about anything.
No.
In your going through the text messages of Devier, I know that they said that they wanted you to look at Jonathan Willett, Devier Willett, and Devyn Michaels, but was there anyone else that you were asked to focus on?
No.
And just kind of along the same lines of the Xbox, do you recognize these at all?
Just from what I saw previously today.
And if I told you they were from Devyn's cell phone showing Devier playing Xbox and that he was a big gamer, would you have any reason to disagree with me?
No.
And there's even more messages that we got from Miss Michaels' phone from the Celebrite extraction, talking about the video game. Because obviously it seems like he was a big gamer from reviewing all these messages, correct?
Yes.
Now, in going through the text messages, were you asked to look at the conversations between Devyn and Jonathan?
Yes.
And I apologize, I'm just going through the files that are on this thumb drive that's on B4. And I'll say the name of the file on this one, I apologize. It's Devyn and Jonathan Cordial Conversations PDF. So I'm actually going to go down a little bit here. It's kind of a long file. I think there's 200 and some pages on this extraction that was created. Now, who would this, from what you're seeing, who would this be to? Can you tell which parties are which?
Just by the phone number, a lot of times the names or whatever they put in the phone, but the 9242 phone number to someone else, I'm not sure.
Okay, and if I told you that these are messages between Devyn and Jonathan, would you have any reason to disagree with me?
No.
Just on this message from 8/2/2023. I'm doing good, trying to hustle up $50 someday or somehow today. I have Saturday for sure, but need gas. It's 2 trips to Las Vegas, to St. Rose. I also have turf next week. And then also too, I'm getting up early to get the girls used to getting up for school. You see that?
Yes.
And what was the date of that one?
August 2nd, 23 at 8:18 a.m.
On another one on August 2nd, I'm gonna have good things happen for me today. It's just early. And it looks like she responds, great things. Correct?
Yes.
And that's around the time, yeah, you said 10:03 in the morning?
Yep, same day at 10:03, yes.
I'm going to jump around a little bit because this will go back to the jury and they'll be able to see these conversations. So on 10/2, later on that day, that evening, it looks like a list on ribs, crab legs. It looks like maybe like a dinner list or food that they're getting.
Yes.
And then they ask what kind of drinks, and they're talking about getting Coca-Colas, what it looks like, some kind of sodas.
Yes.
No kind of crazy fighting text from just your observation of these text messages, right?
Not in these that I've seen. No.
And this is the this is Devyn Michael or a Devyn medical activity file on the thumb drive. So if I zoom in on this, do you know which phone this came from?
I don't see it in here. It says it's an SD card backup. I believe that was from Devyn's phone.
Okay. And on this kind of, I zoomed in a little bit. I forget that those ones are a little, looks like a picture of Miss Michaels in the hospital.
Yes.
Looks like some medical records of her going to the hospital.
Yes.
Let me zoom out here a little bit. There's just a few more. And that's what that looks like. Those came from her phone, correct?
Yes.
Now I'm going between Devyn and Devier. And who does this look like? I'm sorry, yeah, Devyn and Devier. These messages were previously addressed by the state, but we put them in here for the jury to have easier access to them. But do you know what number that came from, that top one? Liar, cheater, liar, cheater?
It doesn't look like it shows here.
Let me go down a little bit and pull. So we get the extraction one. There you go. Does it say there?
Yes.
And that's
That's
Devier's phone.
Devier's phone, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, counsel, can we just clarify who sent it?
That was Devyn to Devier. Now I'm clicking on Jonathan and Devier text. This appears to be the extraction from Devier, or the exchange between Jonathan and Devier, correct?
Yes.
And it goes on for a while because this, I mean, it starts back on this extraction starts back on October of 2021, correct?
Yes.
And then it goes all the way down to looks like July 2nd of 2023.
Yeah.
And the last file on this is the messages between Jonathan and Yoko. Is that what those numbers look like up there in this exchange? I'm sorry, I know I'm kind of moving it fast.
Between Jonathan and who?
Yoko.
Yeah. I'm sorry, yes.
And this goes all the way up to July of 29 of 2023.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
That last message. All right. Now, I'm not going to bore the jury with all the exhibits. Like I said, they'll have an opportunity to look back at them, and we may touch on them later on. But what I'd like to do is, in your investigation, you weren't at the crime scene, were you?
I was.
Okay, and then was it you that takes inventory of what to grab, or does someone tell you?
That time someone told me.
Okay, that time meaning when you were out there or when they came to your office and said, hey, go through all of these?
Meaning since that time, we've gone to scenes to collect devices ourselves.
Okay.
And have input on what gets collected.
So when you show up to the scene, do you have an idea of what's going on, or do they just say some devices need to be looked at or collected and you're going to take them back and look at them?
So in this particular instance, I was called just to go and do a router interrogation. So I had no input or had no idea what other devices were there.
Were you given any details of the incident before arriving?
Yes.
On the router, that was a Cox panoramic router, correct? Sound
Yes.
about right?
Yes.
During that interrogation, you took photos of the device and you collected the router logs that were stored.
Yes.
And you took photos of that?
I don't recall if I took photos of the logs or if I just collected the logs themselves. But I took photos of the router.
You didn't, okay. And the evidence log, or the logs, were those given to Detective Ozawa, or do you make the determination on what's important and give it to Detective Ozawa?
I don't recall if they were given to Detective Ozawa. Normally I would, yes, but I don't recall in this case if they were.
And if I told you, let me see here. In your report, in the 18-page report authored by Detective Ozawa, let's see here. I'll give you a page number here in a second. Court's indulgence. It's not a number. I know you were kind of making it. I think it's just this word. So it says that you collected the data logs for Detective Ozawa, and that's what you did, correct?
Yes.
And did you discuss that with him, or the findings of those?
I don't recall for sure. I probably did.
I don't want you to guess, but you don't remember having any significant conversation with him.
I don't.
Fair to say that the router didn't have much on it for you to go back and tell Detective Ozawa.
That's correct.
Now, when we get into all the devices, there's 11 devices plus the router, so there was 12.
Yes.
I want to clear up a few things. You talked about the UFDR is the complete file, or download of a phone.
Yes.
Now, the UFDR, is that something that when you extract the phone, you get that and that's the whole thing, or is that something you are focused in on?
No, the UFDR is like a full report of all the data from the phone.
Is a UFDR different from a UD or UFD?
I'm not sure.
The UFDR it's a reader, right? Like you put in it all and it spits out what you are kind of looking for, right? So if it's a certain phone, certain things, it's marked for you, correct?
What do you mean by marked?
When you put it in, when you track the phone, and then you put it into the Celebrite, and then do you click on what you want, or is it just a whole thing and then you decide what to do?
There are different settings in the Celebrite software, but where you can, after it's processed everything in Physical Analyzer, you can create a UFDR report. You can change that by time frame if you want, or include just specific things.
And then was your UFDR, was it one that you had changed the settings on, or was it a full one?
It was a full one.
Okay. Now, when you go through your findings on these phones, you give it to Detective Ozawa to review.
Yes.
Is there any other follow-up of the phone? Or let me go back. You go through the phones, you tell Detective Ozawa, and that's it, right?
Normally, yes.
If in a complete investigation, wouldn't a detective like Detective Ozawa want to go further deep into it, or does he just trust what you have to say?
No, so typically we'll create that report of the entire data from the phone. Mm-hmm. We'll give that to the investigator, and the investigator will go through and look for the evidence that they need.
Do you know if Detective Ozawa went through this?
I don't know.
Court's indulgence. In your report to Detective Ozawa, it states what you did, but I'm kind of hitting on this is that it's his job to follow up, and if there's anything more that he wants, he's got to, it's up to him, correct?
Yes,
Any more artifacts, meaning the things that potentially could be left out of a report, or if there's anything that he, goes through?
yes.
And did he ever do that with any of the devices?
I don't know.
Do you remember going through the HP laptop?
Yes.
Anything of any evidentiary value on there?
No.
And so Detective Ozawa, when he went through his investigation, as far as you know, he just used your report to come to his conclusions or direct his investigation, correct?
Yes.
He never came back and asked for any kind of follow-up or anything more that he needed from you.
I don't remember. I know that we, to prepare for trial, I started assisting in going through the devices, and so, but I don't recall if back initially, if there was any, collaboration between him and I.
Court's indulgence. No further questions, Your Honor. Pass the witness.
Sir, does the system collect deleted messages?
It can, yes.
Would examination of the home router show activity for the Nintendo Switch or the Xbox?
Most of the activity that on this router in specifically and on most routers is it just shows connected devices. The other logs are like system logs and that don't really give us much information.
You have any other questions? Captain, any questions? Ladies and gentlemen, do you have any further questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, sir, you are excused. Thank you very much for your testimony here today.
Thank you.
Can counsel approach?
Judge. Detective, with regard to the router at home, you said it logs connected devices.
Yes.
If I have a router at my home, my line connects to it, it's going to show connected consistently, correct?
Yes.
If my device is at home.
Yes.
So there's not really much information you can glean from the router.
Correct.
Thank you.
Any follow-up, Mr. Herbert, based on the jury question?
Yes, just briefly. Do you remember where the router was that you interrogated? What address it was?
I don't remember it was on Paula Dura.
Did you conduct a router search at Porcupine?
I never went to that residence.
No further questions.
Any follow-up, Steve?
No, thank you.
Do ladies and gentlemen, do you have any further questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no further, sir, you are excused this time. Thank you very much for your testimony here today.
Thank you.
Can I take?
Yes.
Your Honor, just real quick, may I admit this?
Yeah, Mr. Giovanni, you can go ahead and go outside. Yes, that's it. Okay, and we're just gonna take like a quick minute, but we're not gonna take another recess. I know you guys are gonna look at the up and down. State the order, Mr.
Your Honor, the state calls Nick Eason.
Step on up, raise your right hand, question that's for you. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And sir, can you please state your full name and spell it for the record?
Sure. My full name is Nicholas Anthony Eason. First name Nicholas. Anthony Anthony. Last name Eason Eason.
Who do you work for, sir?
I work for Clark County Family Services.
What is your position there?
I'm a family services supervisor.
Turning your attention to October 16th of 2022, did you come into contact with a family, that being Devyn Michaels and Jonathan Willette's family?
Yes.
And you became the primary on that case, correct?
Yes.
You made contact with Devyn Michaels during that case, correct?
Yes.
You met with the two daughters of those two individuals, correct?
Yes.
You met with Jonathan Willett multiple times, correct?
Yes.
And he was a pleasant person, correct?
Yes.
He was very polite.
Yes.
He seemed very appreciative of your work.
Yes.
Seemed very organic, your conversations with him.
Yes.
Not hateful toward Devyn in any way.
No.
And there were just relationship things between them that just didn't work, correct?
To my understanding, yes.
Now, as far as meeting with Devyn Michaels, what were briefly your observations of her when you met with her?
So when I met with Devyn, she presented as what I would describe as bizarre. Her affect and presentation to questions were inappropriate given the nature of the questions.
She shared with you that she had been married to Jonathan in 2012, correct?
Yes.
That they were married for 6 years,
Yes.
and that they had broken up 4 days after having Tamaya, one of their daughters.
Yes.
And that the two of them had an agreement to have another child, even though they weren't together, correct?
Yes.
And her and Jonathan, she explained they were not a real married couple, correct?
Yes.
And for the record, you are using air quotes.
That is correct, Your Honor. Lived in different rooms,
Yes.
and they were ultimately separated in 2018, that being Jonathan and Devyn, correct?
Yes.
And this is everything she told you.
Yes.
And I think you briefly mentioned this, but she presented with an affect that was not consistent with the situation, correct?
Yes.
And there was a contentious custody agreement between Devyn Michaels and Jonathan Willett, correct?
Yes.
On October 25th of 2022, Devyn expressed that she was at the office to quote, and this is her own words, do whatever she needed to get her girls back home, end quote.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And at that point, she showed desperation. Is that right?
Yes, I would agree.
The girls were then in Dad's physical custody, and the girls were released to him specifically on October 27th of 2022, correct?
Yes.
And you work with an individual, or at that time, an individual by the name of Yolanda Lizardo,
Yes.
and you are aware that she met, Ms. Lizardo met with the family on October 27th as well as October 28th of 2022.
Yes.
And your involvement with the case concluded on December 18th of 2022, correct?
Yes.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Yes, just, I have a couple of very narrow questions for you.
Yes.
There had been a question concerning a contentious custody issue, correct?
Yes, sir.
That was specifically in October of 2022, correct?
I believe so, yes.
So you were not involved following that concerning a reunification of the parties, were you?
I was not.
Thank you. No further questions.
Any follow-up statement?
No, Your Honor.
Do the ladies of the jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, sir, you are excused. Thank you very much for your testimony.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State, you may call your next witness.
State's next witness is Yolanda Lizardo.
You can step on up here and stand in the person that's swearing you.
Hi.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Yes. And if you please state your full name and spell it for the record.
Yolanda Lizardo, Yolanda, last name Lizardo.
Ma'am, were you employed with the Department of Family Services back in 2022?
Yes,
At some point, did you become involved in a custody matter involving Tamaya and Janaea?
Yes.
And those were two minor girls.
Yes.
And the natural mother was Devyn Michaels.
Yes.
The natural father was Jonathan Willett, correct?
Yes.
On October 27th of 2022, physical custody of the girls was given to the natural father, Jonathan Willett, correct?
Yes.
And there is something called a parent placement verification letter that was given out. Is that right?
Yes.
At this time, I believe between stipulation of the parties, the state is now moving to admit states 14.
States 14 on the minute?
Permission to publish.
Yes.
Showing you, once I zoom out. States 14 there, is that parent placement verification letter we just spoke about?
Yes.
And the two minor children's names are there, Tamaya Baker and Janaea Willett, correct?
Yes.
With, I assume, their birthdays, correct?
Yes.
And then down below is your signature there.
Yes.
And it states that they have been reunified with their natural father, Jonathan Willett, on October 27th, 2022.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
And that he resided at 2698 Paladura Drive in Henderson, Nevada, 89074.
Correct.
And that's your signature at the bottom.
Yes, it is.
And you dated this October 27th of 2022, correct?
Yes.
Now, this was a contentious agreement between the mother and the father, correct?
Yes.
The mother, Devyn, was not happy about it. Is that correct?
Yes.
The father, Jonathan, was happy about getting the girls, correct?
Yes.
Devier was not involved in the custody agreement, correct?
Yes.
And you yourself met with Dad, Jonathan Willett, multiple times.
Yes.
You were actually the individual that gave the two minor girls to the father, Jonathan, correct?
Yes.
And you conducted follow-up at the father's home with the girls.
Yes.
The girls appeared happy with Dad during those follow-ups.
Yes.
They were well taken care of.
Yes.
All their needs were met.
Yes.
Once they were placed with their father, Jonathan, you had no further involvement. Is that correct?
Yes.
Pass the witness.
Cross.
Your involvement was just primarily limited to October of 2022, correct?
Yes.
Nothing following that?
No.
No further questions?
Any follow-ups there? No, Your Honor.
Do the ladies and gentlemen of the jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response,
Hi.
ma'am, you are excused. Thank you very
Thank
much. for
you.
being here today. State, you may call your next witness.
State's next witness is Elizabeth Lemons Woods.
You can step on up and remain standing. The clerk's going to swear you.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
Yes. Again, could you please state your full name and spell it for the record?
Elizabeth Lemons Woods. Elizabeth is Eliz, Abeth. Lemons, Lemons, and Woods, Woods.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
How are you employed?
With the Department of Family Services?
And you were employed in that capacity in 2023 as well, correct?
Yes.
Turning your attention then to August of 2023, did you become involved in a custody matter involving the two minor girls, Tamaya and Janaea, correct?
Yes.
And the natural mother was Devyn Michaels, correct?
Yes.
The natural father was Jonathan Willett, correct?
Yes.
You received information that the primary custody holder of the girls, the two daughters, was the father who was deceased, correct?
Yes.
And the mother had been arrested, correct?
Yes.
You were tasked with finding out where the two girls were and where they would be placed, correct?
Yes.
Now turning your attention to August 16th, 2023, you went to the mother's home, Devyn Michaels, at Porcupine Rim address and removed the girls, correct?
Yes.
Then the next day, on August 17th, 2023, you actually met with the mother, Devyn, who was at the Henderson Detention Center, correct?
Yes.
And the purpose of that conversation with Devyn was to notify Devyn that the girls had been removed, correct?
Yes.
You weren't expecting to really have a conversation beyond that, correct?
No, I wasn't.
But you had a conversation about the homicide, correct?
Yes.
Devyn told you during the conversation that she had to do it, correct?
Yes.
And she explained that she was married to Devier when he came back from California in 2021, correct?
Yes.
She explained that their relationship didn't work out and they were just really good friends, correct?
Yes.
Devyn then said that Jonathan had wanted to move back in, right?
Yes.
He wanted something more, but she did not, correct?
Yes.
Devyn explained that she had agreed with Jonathan to move his belongings, correct?
Yes.
She explained her relationship with Jonathan was transactional, correct?
Yes.
And then elaborated that she would have sex with him and he would pay bills, correct?
Yes.
Devyn went on to explain to you that she was rubbing Jonathan's back and then cut herself off in the conversation, correct?
That's correct.
So the conversation stopped.
Yes.
But then, okay. I want to touch on just briefly, what were her emotions like throughout the discussion that you had with her? Was she having physical emotion? Did it seem forced? Anything of that nature?
From what I can recall, not much emotion at all.
She didn't cry at all?
I think she initially tried to, but I don't remember her actually crying.
But she initially tried to?
Yes.
Pass the witness.
You didn't know Devyn Michaels, did you?
No.
Never met with her before, correct?
No.
You meet her and she's been arrested, correct?
Yes.
People react to traumatic circumstances in different ways, don't they?
That's fair to say, yes.
What, good approach, just briefly.
I must say, while they're approaching, I don't like this line of questioning from these social workers. Like, it just seemed like, look, and she's shaking her head. I agree. Like, I just think this is just some. I'm not liking this one. I'm not liking this line of questioning for them. I don't like it. Yeah. It just don't seem like it's appropriate. It look like the state is just throwing stuff at the wall now. Yeah, but I don't think her prior acts can come in. I don't think they're talking about her prior acts, Northwest. I don't know. I don't know. I digress. I just don't like it. I don't like it. You said that's why she got to go up there and testify. Barbara said guilty, 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 guilty. She guilty than a mug. Well, I'm telling you, she get up there and testify. She better be okay. Like, she better make sure that you see that little pencil she got. They gave her a little pencil that you get at the lottery line. God, they couldn't even get her ink pen. She's under the right with that little pencil. Y'all see that? That's the most that I've seen her do. She must really don't agree with these. Look at that, y'all. Them little bitty pencils. They don't even have no dang on eraser. Yeah, she must be mad. She must don't like this at all. Because this is the first time I've never seen her writing with her little pencil. She said she got some things to say. I guess y'all really think she did that to him? I just can't. I don't see it. She writing another sad love story. That hair, I know. I so want to comb her hair. Y'all really think she did this? Gosh. At least with Taylor Shabbat Bizwax or business, she had, they was doing kinky sex first. Right? Remember, they was doing kinky stuff. So she already had him like handcuffed and all of that stuff. Y'all think she was able to do this to him? I'm sure she's found guilty. Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, she's no Taylor, then do you think she did this? I just don't see. I don't know. I just don't. I mean, I see that she, she grimy, right? She married his son, but I don't know if she would have did this.
Ma'am, this conversation that you had, it was not recorded, was it?
That I'm not sure of.
Okay, you weren't recording it, you weren't collecting evidence, anything of that nature, correct?
I was not recording it, but I was getting information for my investigation.
Okay, and that involved the custody of the children, correct? The
Correct.
placement of the children.
Correct.
Thank you, I have no further questions.
Any problems, Dave?
No, not at this time.
Does ladies and gentlemen, jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, ma'am, you're excused. Thank you very much for your testimony here today. State, you may call your next witness.
Douglas Lina.
You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony about you in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Yes. Officer, please state your full name and spell it for the record.
Douglas, Douglas, Lionel, Lynaugh.
Thank you. Sir, what do you do for a living?
Excuse me. I'm a detective with the City of Henderson.
And which unit are you currently assigned to?
Robbery homicide.
How long have you been with robbery homicide?
About 6 years.
And how long have you been with the city of Henderson in total?
About 18 and a half years.
What did you do prior to joining robbery homicide?
Prior to robbery homicide, I was in the property unit. Prior to that was a criminal intelligence unit. Prior to that, problem solving unit. And then prior to that, patrol.
So, kind of a wide range of experience in law enforcement, sir.
Yes.
And as a robbery homicide detective, have you been the lead investigator on several cases and also support investigator on several cases?
Yes.
Your team also is responsible for investigating officer-involved shootings within your department.
Yes, that's accurate.
So you have kind of a wide range of duties as a detective.
Correct.
In this particular case, were you enlisted in the support role on August 7th, 2020?
I was.
Did you respond to the initial scene?
I did.
Did you do a little video canvassing at that scene?
Yes, I did. And then just some work up on the individuals involved.
Okay. And fair to say that Detective Ozawa kind of led the investigation, or he was the one divvying up duties?
Correct.
Did you become involved in an interview with a person by the name of Devyn Michaels on August 15th of 2023?
Yes, that's true.
And where did that occur, sir?
At the Henderson Police Station, the main station.
And on that date, had the defendant already been arrested prior to you making contact with her?
Yes.
Who did you make contact with her? Who were you with?
Another detective?
Yes.
Detective Rick Christopher.
And was that conducted in an interview room at the station?
It was actually done in a conference room in the investigative bureau.
Was that both audio and video recorded?
It was.
Was the video recording the kind of the primary, and then the audio was a backup?
Correct.
And in fact, during the video portion, like over an hour in or around an hour in, the video loses storage space, correct?
Correct.
But you did have an audio backup running.
Yes.
Okay, so we might transition as we play,
Okay.
once we get to the end of the video. And Judge, I would move for the admission of sorry, it's on the envelope. I move the omission of 621 and 621A.
Any objection to 621 and 621A?
Outside of what's on the address, no, Your Honor.
Okay, those will be admitted.
May I publish 621?
Yes.
Pause that. Detective, it looks like it's a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes. Can you see the bottom right?
Yes, sorry.
Okay. And so we're going to play this in its entirety, and then there is a small portion at the end where it's just audio, correct?
Correct.
We will transition at that time. This particular interview room, did it have a recorder set up in it already, or did you record this?
The video?
Yes.
No, it was just a video camera that we placed into the room.
Got it. Understood. May I judge?
Yes.
Just going to skip ahead a little bit. Pause it here, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. What is this little thing right here?
That's an audio recorder.
That's your backup there?
Correct.
Yeah, so we're going to take your handcuffs off and then we're going to move it front. Okay, so it's a little more. Okay? So just, maybe press that forward a little bit. See, I know you want anything or anything on board or something. Yeah. Do you know what's going on, or do you understand what's going on? But you understand the severity of what's actually occurring. Yeah, just August 15, 2023, it is 6:54 p.m. We met once before, obviously you don't remember, you can't go out, so we're Christopher. Earlier today, you were advised what your rights are. I'm just going to advise you again, just so you fully understand that. Alright? You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right, anything you say can will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney before answering any questions and have the attorney present while you answer any questions. If you cannot afford an attorney will be provided at no cost to you. If you decide to answer any questions now, you may stop at any time and ask to speak with an attorney before questioning continues. If you decide to stop answering questions once you have begun, all questioning will stop. You understand that? Okay. So, you've given a handful of different statements and a handful of different stories along the way, and that's just what we're trying to clear up some. Okay? You understand that? So do you want to start from on the 6th? You were hanging out with John and doing some shopping? Yes? Okay. Describe that day to me, the Cliff Note version.
Simple day.
Okay.
Shopping, got girls some supplies. Clothes, groceries. That was it. It was a very easy, pleasant day for the most part.
Okay. And then at night, John was moving in with you?
John was moving the girls' stuff to my house. It wasn't until he had actually moved everything over until I realized he was moving some of his things over.
Okay.
I'm going to pause there, 7 minutes, 18 seconds. And Your Honor, if I may inquire with the jury, if everyone can hear all the voices?
Can you guys hear the voice now?
Okay. Detective, you had just asked about John and the moving situation, and is it true that the subject said that she had just learned that he was actually moving in, essentially?
Correct.
Okay. And you can see 3 people in the room. You are on the right.
Yes.
On the left is Detective Richard Christopher.
Correct.
In the center is whom?
Devyn Michaels.
And do you see that person in court today?
I do.
Can you please point to that person, describe an article of clothing she's wearing today?
Black and white shirt.
Would the record reflect identification, Judge?
The record is on the
Thank you. I will resume.
Had been telling me he was going to move, but that had been months of going back and forth that he hadn't actually moved in home, so I didn't put any stock into it. So when he moved some of his things over, that's when I realized he was actually moving his things. Yes, I remember talking to John about it. Yes, I remember talking to other people about it. But until that moment, it really wasn't something that was going to take place.
Okay.
Because at one point, a few times, he said he wasn't going to move. And it had happened more than one time, so I just took it as it was.
Okay. So you said earlier that you're shopping. You ride with him over to drop off the last load of the night?
Yes.
Okay.
He assisted me in his truck.
Okay. And you rode with him?
We rode with him all
Okay.
He wanted to take his truck because the trailer has his information on it, and he said it's free advertising.
Oh, was the trailer loaded as well, or just the truck?
And at that time, the trailer was loaded later on that evening by John and John alone.
Okay. And did that make its way over to your house?
Yes. And that's when I found out what he had actually loaded up. It was supposed to have been the girls' things up on the bed, dressers, some clothes, and it turned out to be a lot more than that.
Okay. How did you feel?
Buildings were right. There was more
were you shocked or surprised that he was actually moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it somewhat confrontational or anything like that? Because now he's moving stuff that you didn't expect?
No, because like I said, it's tools, DVDs, and she got his guns over.
Okay.
That was for the most part.
Okay. So after you have those, what happens?
We went back to his house.
The both of you? Okay. About what time was that?
About 9.
About 9? Okay, and then now you're going back to his house? Are the girls with you or are they at home? Okay. And what happens then?
We went to the gas station, had a couple of drinks, some chips and stuff, I think. Went back, John cooked, ate, took a shower. I let out some more of the girls' small items,
In what?
the back of the car.
That Nissan SUV? Okay.
I would say he ate, smoked, drank some more. Just the whole vehicle. And it was after I left. He said I didn't leave for a while there, I didn't remember all of that. Couldn't be there that much later, I remember going to the pharmacy.
After you left? Okay.
Going home, showering, going to bed.
Okay. So he wanted some sort of sexual encounter with you?
That wasn't going to happen. I hit him. He was not dead.
Okay.
That's when the girl came down. I spoke with her. Like I said, afterwards I left.
Okay. Have you recently had a sexual intimate relationship with him?
Recently,
Well, in the past month, obviously he's moving back in, you were speaking, have
he's
you?
asked me for sexual favors, yes, but no, we have not had intercourse, no.
Okay. Well, because part of the reason we've been told otherwise by other people that he was telling other people that we do that. That's why we're trying to clarify some of this stuff.
No, we have not had intercourse.
Okay, have you done other things like cunnilingus, any type of foreplay or anything like that?
Most he's had was a hand job.
You two moving in together, was there a expectation that you were going to be in a relationship together? Or?
Certainly expected it, but he's quite aware that I'm not able to do anything. I was not trying to have sex with him.
Okay. So he's asking for sex, you say no.
As usual.
Okay. And then from there, what happens?
I gave him a back massage off his back.
I mean, it's obviously you're quite a bit smaller than he is. How do you pop his back?
He was laying on the ground and pushed it in, formed one brace out, supposed to
Okay, so you're straddling his lower back area, something like that, or standing up, something? Okay, and you're just pushing his back, he's out. Okay. And where was that? In the bedroom or the? I'm sorry,
on the floor of his room.
the floor of his room? Okay. And then from there, what happens?
He went to go smoke again. When he came back in, and was laying on his bed, and he had me rubbing his back. That's when I was rubbing his back. And that's when the yoga was coming down the stairs.
So you're rubbing, are you using anything? Like,
How was he positioned on the bed when you were rubbing his back?
Laying down, and
But how, like, is he up next to the headboard? Is he laying long ways? Is he laying opposite of the headboard?
He's laying more towards the bottom of the bed.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's have you draw the bed and show us, I stick figure, how he's laying on the bed.
It's the bed.
Where's the head of that?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna, for you, I'm just gonna say, that's the bed, and this is the headboard, okay? So obviously, for headboard purposes, these would be pillows, this is where somebody would lay their head. So you drew a line across. Now, I want to put words in your mouth, so I want you to correct me if I say something that's wrong. He's laying across the bed, is that right? Okay. Which side would be his head? This side, so closest to the edge of the bed, or your left, laying on it, the right side.
There's like a wall and like a makeshift closet on this side, right?
So I'm just going to draw a circle for it. Is that right? So he was laying this way. Where exactly were you while you were getting hit the back rub?
This side.
So you were on the bed,
Yes.
between the headboard and him?
Yes.
So I'm drawing the X for you. Does that sound about fair?
Yes.
Were you on top of him, kind of sitting on his butt, or?
Pausing at 1601. Approach.
Showing you states 12, sir, you recognize that?
I do.
What does that appear to be?
The hand-drawn photo that was just depicted right there.
I move for admission of that.
Any objection to that?
No objection.
That would be an opinion.
So Detective, we just witnessed this, but I just want to clarify, as Detective Christopher was assisting, obviously Miss Michaels was in handcuffs up front, he was kind of helping her,
Correct.
and asking for her instruction on where everything went, right?
Yes,
And this up here being the headboard where the pillows are,
correct.
what does the X represent?
Where she was sitting?
And then this at the bottom represents where John was, correct?
Correct. With the circle being his head.
With the circle being his head. Now, there is a folder sitting on the table as you're interviewing her, correct?
Yes,
That folder was closed.
yes,
That contained a couple of the photos of John dead, missing his head in the bed.
correct.
Those were not shown to her prior to this drawing, correct?
No, they were not.
They're shown later, we'll see that. And that
Yes.
will be the first time she will have seen those.
Correct.
Resuming.
Back running, or were you on the side?
Any lotions or oils or anything like that? Okay. I mean, just for this instance, did you introduce lotions or oils or anything like that later on? Okay, so just, when we talk about this incident here, not the past or anything else like that, okay? So this is going on, now what happens?
He was rubbing on me, and I said, "Locals coming down the stairs."
So in the house, there's stairs to go to the second floor, and then there's like the, we'll say kitchen dining. Okay, so downstairs into the, we'll call it makeshift John's bedroom. Not those couple little stairs there, but the stairs from upstairs down. Okay. And how do you know this? You hear when somebody walks up and down the stairs? Okay.
How do you know it's her, not the stepfather?
I mean, he's just usually enacted every part of some show.
Okay, and just to clarify, noise, what noise do you hear?
This
Those. Okay.
Have you ever lived in this house?
no,
Okay. So John and Andrea have been together for 5-6 years or so. Have you been at this house during that time before? it's, how long was John lived at this house? I know his parents lived there all the time.
Been on for years.
Okay.
And I met him, he was living there. We separated and moved out.
Okay, all right. So you're giving a massage, he's face down. You said he's rubbing on you?
Yes.
Okay, how's he doing that, like, was it,
Trying to reach backwards.
Is he saying anything to you?
No, just he said it looks good and he's happy.
And are you replying to any of that? Are you saying anything to him?
No, I'm just trying to rub his back.
Okay.
I don't talk so much.
Does he, what is he wearing at that time?
He had his boxer shorts on at the time.
What color were his boxer shorts?
Either black or a darker color.
Darker color. Okay, so nothing else, but just boxers. Okay.
what's on the bed? Comforters or anything like that, you know?
I just like his,
Like, do you know what the blankets look like?
just like his own.
White blankets? Okay. Is his head resting on the bed, or is it off the bed? It's on the bed, okay. So it's, obviously, if he's talking to you and stuff like that, his face is in the bed, is that what you feel one way or another? Okay. He's rubbing on you, or is this making you upset, or some sort of something?
Visually to bother me.
Okay.
What bothers you about it?
That he's still pursuing sex, you know, like, he kisses me, I turn away or anything like that, and so trying to do something.
Well, but you're still giving him a back rub, correct?
Because I know he has some girls, and I don't can keep him from me to a point. He can keep him away from me, but she has been before.
You love your girl, don't you?
Very much so.
With all your heart?
Yes,
I didn't say that. I'm just asking that you love them with all your heart, that has nothing to do with her.
sorry.
Is that why you asked him to move back in to have, is it currently, or we'll say at this time, he had full custody?
No, we both had temporary joint custody. He filed to get sole custody, and he never showed up, so his motion was denied.
I thought CPS revoked or took your parental rights away for that.
They did,
Okay, that's what I'm referring to.
and that case was closed, and we had temporary joint custody. And he was supposed to file custody, and he never showed up.
When was that?
That was in April,
Okay,
so his motion was denied.
okay,
That's where it left it. Both had temporary joint custody. He had physical custody of the girls.
okay, so you had legal custody, legal joint, he had physical custody, what was the visitation like?
Based on CPS, I was supposed to see the girls for supervised visits for therapy sessions only, and he never enrolled them. I enrolled them, and that was it. And he said, "You don't want to go to the courts anymore. We're going to be one happy family." And we were actually working towards that. We were not perfect, but we were getting along.
You kind of smirked a little bit while you were telling that story. What kind of brought that emotion out?
Because when it was all said and done, when he needed something, I was helping him. No matter how much he did something, I was helping him. And everything said, "Thank you for helping me, thank you for helping me." And it's like, I was literally trying my best to put it back together in my family.
your girls' side?
Because my girls wanted everybody to get along. Yes,
Your girls,
yes, sir.
not what you wanted. Understandable. So you said the CPS case was closed out
Yes, sir. Back in February.
after February?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just having a hard time with it a little bit. It's, so you didn't want to be with John, but you wanted the family back so you need your girls back.
I didn't want to be in a physical, sexual relationship with John. Me hanging out with John was fine. We got along well enough for that. Like, we went on picnics together, we did all of the shopping together, we watched movies together. We got along just fine for that.
Okay. But you mentioned that he could keep your kids from you. How would he do that?
Because he had the physical custody of them. That's all. I had legal joint, but he had the physical custody. So like on Father's Day, he got mad at everyone and said, "F this, go pack up the girls' stuff, bring them back."
So ultimately, he had the upper hand on you,
So he's said yes.
right?
That's what
He basically called the shots.
sometimes yes.
How did that make you feel when it came to your daughters?
And then you go that, okay, don't piss them off.
So, made you feel like you had no problem.
I just didn't argue with them.
Because you want to make it worse.
It wasn't a worse situation, I just didn't argue with them.
Well, you just didn't want him, you didn't want him to keep your kids from you. Right?
He wasn't keeping them from me, but he always kept trying to threaten that. Like,
Right. So that was always an option you had.
he would threaten it, yeah, but it seemed like he wanted me to keep the girls because it made it easier for him to work. 'Cause I had him so he could work.
Okay. So you discussed with, we'll call him Dev, because of your current husband, he was moving out, or what was the,
When we first talked about it, he made it clear he did not want to be the same vendor with John.
okay?
Because nothing came to be, it wasn't really a conversation we had more than once. Like I said, John didn't actually take any actions towards it. So, yeah, John was kind of a bit weird and said he would move out. But John had not moved in, so it wasn't our conversation. I am not trying to make myself out to be anything other than what I am. Yes, I hate John.
Let's talk about that. He's laying here, got a massage, he's rubbing on you. You said at some point you feel uncomfortable?
Yeah, he was starting to get on my nerves because he kept grabbing on me. I've already said no, stop touching me.
Okay? Then what happens?
I hit him, he stopped touching me.
Who'd you hit?
Some staff thing that was on the fireplace.
Okay, so the fireplace in the same room.
Yes.
So he's laying on the bed, you get off the bed, walk over to the fireplace. What do you grab?
This staff.
The lamp,
I
sorry.
don't know what it's called.
Describe it.
It looks like a candle holder type thing.
A candle holder?
I don't know, it was square. It was, I can't remember the shape, but I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, so, hold on, so is it, and how long is it? Are we talking short? Shorter than that?
A little bit of this one, wide, at the inside of this.
A little bit of your chair.
Yeah, the
Okay,
inside.
how big? Okay. the camel sits on? Is that
That's better.
okay? And what color was it?
Wooden color?
Like black, or was it like a dark brown or black? Did it have like black coating on it?
I would say it would be a black color.
Okay. And just out of the middle of the massage, you get up and you walk over to the fireplace. Does he say anything? So when he's in bed, did you say, hey, I'll be right back? Don't move? You just got up and walked over.
I got up and I walked up.
Okay, and what happened after that? Where were you standing when you did?
I was sitting in the bed.
Did you say,
Well, okay, Barb. I'm gonna stop it now. Wow, look at you, Barb. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, she ain't talking about nothing on here. Sorry for everybody that got their volume up and I'm up here yelling in your ears. Yes. Sorry. It's all for good measures. Good measures. Thank you so much, Barb. Now, y'all know if y'all got a free membership from Barb, a gifted membership, y'all make sure y'all spam her chat and tell her thank you. Wow. Check it out. I'm like, she's sitting up here talking about pokers and all this stuff. This sounds like a mess. Why is she in here talking? I want her to be quiet. And where's her lawyer? I just don't understand this. You say, how is Cynthia still gray? Did she get one? I don't know. Let me see. I can't tell who get them and who don't. Oh, look at Barb be showing out, boy. Look at Barb. Thank you so much, Barb. I don't even know what to say. You know you gotta get the crying up in here. You know I get to cry. I think she likes to see me cry. I don't know. Cynthia, do you got your gift membership thing on, Cynthia? You say you don't know why. I don't know how to tell people how to do it. Wait a minute. Therapist, no. Let me go bother her. Okay, I'm gonna go back into this testimony. I'm gonna have therapist she got a little cute little link that she puts in here for everybody. I have no clue. How do I set it up? I'm about to have I'm gonna have therapists come in here and do it, and she'll show. Rockstar said your chart shows that you are the best, and I agree. Thank you. Oh, now therapists get this. She gonna be able to upload that emoji for us. She gonna be happy about that. Okay, let me take y'all back here.
You got back in the same position just for clarification purposes, back where you originally gave the back massage between the head and correct? Which direction was the head facing? So facing away from you. Okay. Where exactly did you hit him? Okay. So if he's facing away from you, I don't want to coerce you now. So if I say anything that's incorrect, please stop me and correct me. Okay. So he's facing away from you, say you hit him in the head. So if I'm facing away from you, did you hit him like in the ear, or at the top, or in the front, or in the back? Well, you can't guess, you were there. Right?
I'm just not positive for anyone. Actually, it's from kids.
so that's fair enough, so there's no nice number, correct? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there light on by communication, so is there any ambient light whatsoever coming into the room, or is it just pitch dark?
It's dark.
It's dark, okay. So how do you know what you grab when you walk over to the fireplace?
Just going by whatever.
Okay, what was that? So you've been somewhere around a year or something like that, you moved, correct? Is that safe to say? How many times did you get him?
One.
Okay, how hard did you get him?
I'm sure I answer that.
Okay, so
As hard as you could, like,
did you use all
use
your
your
hands?
hands.
Okay, no.
One hand, two hands, right hand, left hand,
My right hand.
your right hand, okay? Did you say anything before you hit him?
Stop.
Stop. Why did you say stop?
Please keep touching me.
Okay.
What does he say?
Please, he's stop moving. But he's still breathing.
Okay, so you hit him, he's still breathing, but he completely stops moving,
His hands stop moving, yes.
okay? And does he say anything else after that?
No, that's when I heard local and everything that I heard.
Okay. And what did he say? Or excuse me, what did she say, or what did you say?
We were just talking about everything, and she was asking me about, can you have John give me some money for the insurance, and he hasn't paid this, and also.
Okay, did she want to go talk to him? So how did you get her to go back upstairs?
I didn't get her all that, she walked upstairs.
Okay, so why did she come downstairs?
She went to the kitchen, I didn't tell her to come downstairs, she came downstairs,
So why did you go and talk to him?
because they were in the kitchen.
So you just figured you see that and walk in and just have a conversation with her?
I didn't know.
Okay, what happened after she went back upstairs?
I had my stuff in the car and I left.
You put what stuff in the car?
My bag.
Okay, where's your dad with that?
The keys, my mom and stuff.
You talking like a purse, or you done like a purse?
It's like a backpack, yes. Like a purse.
Okay, the black one. Okay. I've seen your house, things are decorated and stuff. I think if you walked over and grabbed a candlestick or something that resembles a candlestick, you would understand what that is. Right? So, what did you actually grab?
I don't know what it was, I said that's what it seems like, I don't know what you call it, because it wasn't in my house.
Okay, so what did you do with it?
It was on the bed or on the floor. I don't know, I gotta have that.
Okay.
You did.
Well, that matters. Let's try again. Okay, this shit's about to get real. Okay? I'm gonna explain something to you. There's about 40 years of law enforcement experience in this room right now. And that doesn't include you. Does that make sense? Okay, don't play the what's going on, okay? Okay, well, I'm just gonna be direct with you. Alright? We're talking about your father's kid, or the father's, your children, is no longer here. And you were the last person that was with him. You were the last person to use force on him. Does that make sense? So the shit's getting real. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but the games are over. And you should look at that picture, because that's the last position you saw him in. And that's the position we saw him in when we went to that house. Does that make sense? So cut the shit, and let's get down to the nitty-gritty and start answering some questions for us. Don't tell us the same bullshit that you felt Detective was out. You have your rest of your life ahead of you right now. You have a big decision to make right now. A huge decision that can ultimately affect your two little girls. The whole time that we've been sitting here having this conversation with you, you've had this defeated look. This can go one or two ways. When you write this report, we're going to say Devyn was non-remorseful, not even emotional. sir, all right? We're beyond that, all right? It's Rick Christopher, okay? My apologies, because I assumed that he introduced myself even though I wasn't in the room, all right? So as we move forward, my question to you before we even get into details is if there's no light in that room, you described something to me that you picked up. So there's only, that was one thing. When you left, you took it with you, or you hid it, you saw it in light. So somehow there came light, and you saw an object. Because we know it was not on the bed, and we know it was not on the floor. So that's the stuff that I'm talking about. Does that make sense? So where is it? Okay, so where is it? Where did you put it? Where did you put it?
That you keep looking at this bed like it's you're reliving this situation right here. This happens right here. You hear Yoga coming down the stairs. You no longer coming in here. Because you just hit it in the head with this candlestick that you so say. Right? That's not what I'm saying. This right here. You no longer coming down, but you just hit him and knocked him out. Because he's there.
Yes.
So you rush up to him in the kitchen? Yes?
Yeah, I would tell the doctor, yes.
Okay. And you say, oh, he's drunk, he's on sleep off, or whatever, not to come down there. And then she goes upstairs. That's at 1 o'clock, right? You go back down there. You're there for an hour and 4 minutes. There's video and everything else from the neighborhood, everything around the room. We know exactly what time you left. We had tracks from your car going from the Boulder address to John's address, all the way back to your house and everything else. So we know exactly what time you left, what time you got home. So you're there for an hour and 4 minutes. You didn't just get out of there. They talk about the cleaning supplies, the ammonia and stuff like that, that you said that you saw them. You're like, oh yeah, I just saw them. Okay, who is that?
I don't know anything about cleaning supplies in John. She didn't ask me. I didn't know anything about that. And I just said that before.
Okay, so you saw the cleaning supplies?
Yes, there were some on the floor by the bathroom in the laundry room area, yes.
Okay, so John's right here. You hit him. He lays there. You go out. Now we have an hour where you just don't remember what you had him. What should you go back in there and do? Cleaning up the dishes in his room?
That's what I was doing when I gave everything to go, yes.
No, after you open.
No, I was just cleaning.
What were you cleaning?
The dishes there.
Stop. What's everything?
Just clean.
What were you cleaning?
I was literally just cleaning up the area. When I left, when I hit him, he was breathing. I didn't.
How do you know he was breathing?
You could tell if a person was breathing.
Okay.
The chest goes up and down.
Okay, you said it was dark.
You could still know when someone's breathing.
In the dark.
It's not pitch dark, but yeah, it's not.
So you can't see an area on his head because it's so dark, but you can see his chest moving? You can't see what you grab off the shelf because it's so dark, and you walk over, but then you can see him breathing?
Yeah, you could see some person breathing. Your eyes can't adjust.
Oh, then your eyes should have adjusted before all of this, too.
I just don't know the exact spot.
Okay.
You asked me, and I said, I'm not
So
positive.
right hand or left hand you use?
Right, sir. You
Right.
asked me that already.
Okay, well, I'm just trying to verify, so I don't say that that's wrong.
No, I already said I feel horrible about it, but I didn't write it.
Why did you get it? took place? Pain on you? She kept leaving me alone. Okay, you got up and walked away. Why did you get up and walk out? You could let you on that way, right? Why do you say that? Okay.
You got up, walked over there, and walked back, and you never said anything to you, or you attempted to get out of bed, right? What was it like? What was it?
Wait a minute, let me ask. Y'all don't see the closed caption up here? Where it says, right, what was it like? I just want to make sure y'all seeing them. Okay, BGF. Welcome in, welcome in. You say, not me. You can't see them? It's on there. Right here. I pulled them up so everybody can kind of like see them for what they were. Now, I don't know if they really saying what she's saying, but for what they were, they are up here. I tried to do something with the volume. I can't, it's not doing nothing. But yeah, I do got the closed captions on that they have from the courtroom. It doesn't pick up her voice. Yeah, now it may not pick up her voice. Now I know it's picking up their voices. It says unavailable. I got it on my screen. You should be able to see it. Well, let me see. I can probably blow them up. Now, as far as the delay, that's just the way the closed captioning work. It really don't. Wait a minute. I gotta remember how to get to my settings over here. Wait a minute. Because I know I can change the colors of them. Let's see if I make them a little bigger, if y'all can see them. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to, I know it's hard to hear it, but I know it's a delay with them. I'm just trying to see what we can do to get through it. Here we go.
So you mean to tell us you hit it in the head right here where you're showing this, and he doesn't move from there?
But I didn't take a call because I wanted to make sure he was breathing.
Okay, so you hang around for an hour and 4 minutes.
Half an hour, I did not know I was there.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you know it or not, you were there. And you were there for an hour and 4 minutes hanging around with somebody you just hit in the head to make sure that they're doing okay. Do you call an ambulance or anything?
No.
Do you go over physically touch him or check out or anything?
Yes, I did touch him.
Did he say anything to you?
No.
Why?
Because he was unconscious.
Did you ever bring her to ventilator?
To a breathing person.
Who was unconscious? From law enforcement to that. Don't look at me like it was 2 questions, it's a valid question.
Did you roll him from his back to his roundabout? How did you check on her?
I just felt him and I felt he was breathing.
Okay.
But when I saw him, he was breathing, so I was like, okay, it's all right.
Okay, so you're hanging out in this room for an hour? No, you aren't. Unless you're running around, going back inside and outside the room, but that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so describe to me what you're doing during this time, and don't say clean.
I don't know, I just kept moving around. I just kept moving.
Just kept moving around.
Is it because you were a mechanic?
anything like that.
Okay, let me ask you this, were you in a panic because you knew you hurt him and he was in severe life-threatening injuries?
No, sir. No.
Please, I wouldn't want to ask, because I've been doing this too long to understand what went on. So, it's fine.
You didn't know him.
Okay, explain.
He was bad, and then he would be the nicest person in the world, and then try to do everything he could to help him.
Okay, so you have some resentment towards him.
Yes, but it wasn't for me, it was for my others.
There's going to be some dislike towards that person. I understand that. That's reality. I get that. But for you not to go into details on exactly what happened, other than the fact that you gave him, is not going to help you out. I'm telling you that. You have amnesia. Do you take medication for memory loss?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what type of medication do you take?
I don't know the names of it, but I do take medication.
Who's your doctor that prescribes that? What history is?
Medical history, because I do take medication for seizures, headaches, memory loss, sights, all sorts of crap.
Okay, so is there a possibility that you could have not been in your right frame of mind while you were there that night? Because of all the medications you were on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when people are on medications that come home to their thinking, sometimes they do things that they don't believe that they're doing. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now leading you, sounds like that could be a possibility, that night in question.
I just don't remember. They're telling me things that happened, like I don't remember doing that. You're saying I was there that long.
We know you were there. We were trying to explain to you we had videos of Anthony leaving.
But I remember talking to Yoko, getting my son, leaving, going to the pharmacy and going home.
But Devyn, what you don't understand is you know you're under arrest, okay? There is going to be a police report, and it's going to have the interviews that we have with you.
I think anybody believes that he was laying here, you hit him in the head, you don't know what you do for an hour and 4 minutes, you leave, he's found in the exact same spot, dead, and you're like, oh, I don't know.
No, but the hitting him didn't feel real. Like I don't.
I understand. So you're not in the right frame of mind, maybe because your medications, that will make it feel like it's not real.
No, everything, like, all of this feels like a nightmare, like a dream. Like, I remember being with him and him, us talking and everything like that, but the actual, it does not feel real. I don't feel I was there that long. I remember being there, Yoko, pharmacy, home. I thought I was home at like 2 something. You guys are saying it was
2:42.
Yeah, I promise you.
Okay. So what do you do that night? After you get home?
I got home, I got a shower, I went to bed.
No, you didn't. How long did you sleep for?
About 2 hours.
Because you get home at 2:42, you're texting John's phone saying, oh, I can't find this, or where's this? And then like, remember, we took your phone, we took his phones, so we did all these downloads. I've read text messages between you, Dev, everyone else, things like that.
About 2 hours.
Okay, it was, if you got home and showered and then went to bed, then it'd be about 1 hour. Then you would have been able to sleep and wake up and start looking. If that. So it doesn't look like you slept at all that night.
I said about 2 hours, so I'm not super off, but you guys are telling me I'm there for a long time, and I know for a fact that's not what is.
Yes, that is exactly. You can say, I don't think I was there that long, and I don't remember.
I don't remember, and in my recollection, it was not like that. I remember talking to Yoko, giving her the keys, picking up his stuff, and walking out the door. I picked up one more thing and left. I do not remember any of this. They told me, they asked me, where's his head? And until then, I didn't know anything about that. They're like, well, didn't Debbie ever tell you? No, Debbie didn't tell me anything about that. Well, did he leave that night? No, I don't remember Debbie ever leaving, but I don't remember anything. I just remember going home and everything. I don't remember.
Okay.
The driving to the damn pharmacy. I just remember being at the pharmacy.
Okay. They told you he was decapitated. He
told
had
me
his head cut
today.
off.
They told me
Yes.
that
And
today.
they said you did not even blink.
It doesn't sound believable. Who does that?
I don't know, you tell us. That's it, like, this whole thing, whatever, everything you're saying does not make sense. I was here, I did this. Do you think anybody's gonna believe I hit him in the head and I left? I told you, how did, when did he give you that wallet that you claimed it was given to you earlier?
They said to me the social security cards.
And when was that?
Around the time he was eating.
So at night,
Yes.
okay, he has one key to the truck.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so why would he give you the one key to his truck when he's supposed to be over there in 2 hours? And his wallet? Yeah, because he's supposed to come over with you in the morning to take the kids to the...
In the morning.
So how was he supposed to get your house in?
I don't think I was supposed to take them. I know I was supposed to take the social security card, but the other time I don't think I was supposed to take.
Are they in your underwear or wrapped up in one of the bags?
Because when he gave them to me, I didn't realize what I was taking, and I just put them away and said, keep them safe.
That's not normal.
You just said, when he gave them to me, but I don't think I was supposed to take these.
No, I said in hindsight. I literally said in hindsight, I don't think I was supposed to take those. The social security card he gave me, the other cards he gave me, you can see that on the surveillance camera, he hands me the card. But those ones, I don't think I was supposed to take them out of the house. I think I was just supposed to put them out, and then in the morning, he was supposed to go and get them. That's what I said. In hindsight, I don't think I was supposed to.
Well, why did you wrap them on the bag and put them out in your dresser drawer?
I wrapped them up. I don't think I was supposed to bring those with me.
You're not answering my question. Why were they wrapped up in plastic bags and put in your underwear
I
drawer?
wrapped them up right then and there in front of them.
Why didn't you just put them on your dresser?
One tied, another tied, another tied. It wasn't like one of them tied. It was repeatedly wrapped over and over. This was a thoughtful process. Put it in there, tie it up, put it in another bag, tie it up.
Right. Like I
8
said, I
times.
didn't realize what I had at the time, and he's saying keep them safe, so I'm wrapping everything up and I'm hiding it.
For what reason?
I don't know. He didn't say anything. He gave me this. He says keep it safe. It was a social security card.
The social security card was in your black backpack.
Right. I didn't even get a chance to put that away.
So you take that, put that in this not safe spot. The only thing that he asked you to keep safe, you keep in your backpack. But the stuff that you were not supposed to take, you wrapped up 8 times, 8 separate times in a bag, in bags, and then hid that.
No, do you not understand?
No, I don't.
When I got home, it was late. I showered, I went to bed. That was it. In the morning, I would have sorted through everything. I would have talked to John, and everything would have been figured out.
None of that makes sense. If you
None of it
said,
makes any sense to me at all.
okay, if you expect anybody else, a jury, a judge, or the general public, to believe anything what you're saying,
No, because I don't understand any of it. You guys are asking me questions about that.
What does that look like to you? You don't know?
This is John?
That's the position John was in when you last saw him?
Yeah, but he had his boxers on.
But they didn't have his boxers on.
I don't know, he got his boxers on. His boxers were black boxer briefs. He had boxer briefs on.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit's getting real. Keep looking at that. Take another look at this. This is reality we're talking about. Think long and hard about your decisions on how you go forward with explaining the bullshit that you're giving us right now. Nobody's going to believe you.
I understand.
And tell us where the object is that you used to do this. Tell us where it's at.
Do this.
Who did?
I don't know.
Who did?
I don't know.
That's not good enough. You did that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Then prove it.
How do I prove that?
Because you were the last person to see him alive. And you were the last person with him. You did that. That's reality. Look at that picture. He's gone.
This is the exact spot where you left him. What do you think people are going to see this, and what do you think they're going to think of you? Do you have anything to say? This has got to be eating you up. Holding this in has just got to be fucking eating you alive. You have to be going nuts.
For the sake of your daughters, tell us where the weapon is at so we can recover it, and there can be some closure for your two daughters when they grow up for the rest of their lives. You owe it to them. That is their father. You owe it to them. Stop. Go ahead and say it. Stop. It's not good enough. Tell me something that I can do research to know that you didn't do this. Give me some evidence that I can go follow up with so I can help you in front of a jury of 6 or 12. Look at the photo. Your children will never see him again. Ever. And that's a choice that you decided. You decided for them.
That's the exact spot where you said he's at, right? You left him there. You hit him in the head. He's unconscious, not moving.
There wasn't this much blood. Where I left, he wasn't bleeding like that.
No, this is because it empties out after you cut his head off.
He cut his head off.
Well, no, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Explain how this happened.
I don't know. I can't cut a person's head off.
But you can hit him with a stick. Is there a chance that that could have been a knife of some sort? Why? How do you know it's dark? Doesn't make sense, does it? There is no doubt in my mind that you did that. You owe it to your girls to have a closure. We want to know where the object is that you used to do this. Where is the object? Tell us where the object is at right now so we can start working closure for your daughters.
Do you expect anybody to believe that? Listen, just listen to that. Listen to exactly that, what you just said. I don't remember. I don't remember. I wasn't there that long. We can prove 100% you were there that long. You remember everything else. You're not going to the CVS, gave your daughter's prescription, getting home. Oh, I showered. I started looking for school supplies. I started doing all this. I remember everything except the hour and 4 minutes after I cracked him in the head. His cell phone is at his house. You leave, drive back to your house. His cell phone now gets back to your house and has blood on it. It was not left at your house. Conveniently.
No.
Yes, conveniently.
No.
There's no possible chance that you would forget hitting somebody, cutting their head off, going to dispose of this.
Fathom doing that. Hitting a person is one thing,
Yeah, it is.
but to do this is something completely different.
Believe me, I know. That's why you're sitting here. You sat here this whole time and made these faces and stuff like that, not to shed a single tear.
I've been crying all damn day.
Really?
Yes, I have.
Okay, because they said, when they showed you and told you that he was decapitated, you didn't even blink.
They didn't show me he was
No, we
decapitated,
just
they
did.
told me.
We just did.
And I don't know how to feel about this. This is disgusting. It is utterly disgusting, and you're telling me I did it. No, I didn't do this.
You did do this. We're beyond that.
No.
Well, you could be in denial all you want. That's not going to help you. You can deny it all you want. But we've been doing this too long to explain to you. We're giving you an opportunity to save face for you and the rest of your family. We're giving you that opportunity. But for you to sit here and deny that you did that, we're beyond that. We are so beyond that, there is no doubt in our mind that we can prove this in a court of law with a jury. You did this. However, you have an opportunity to save faith and have closure for your daughters and tell us where the weapon is. And don't sit here and say, I don't know. Where's the last place that you put it? Don't say I don't know. Because just like Detective Lionel said, is you were very descriptive up to and very descriptive afterwards. However, there's that hour, or that window that you were with him, which you said you were in a panic. No shit, you were in a panic. I would be in a panic too. You remember what you did, so tell us what you did. I know it's weighing on you. I can see it all over your face. You're gonna feel better once you get it off your chest. Nobody is here to pass judgment on you. Not a single person.
You heard us out staring at that picture since we put it down.
Okay? And I know whoever you're praying to is telling you to do the right thing and tell us what we're asking. Tell us the answer to it. You're going to feel better. I'm telling you right now. You're going to feel better. And you can start to have closure and you can start moving on. Because that is the right thing to do. And you know it's the right thing to do. I know you know that. I know you're a good person.
There has to be a reason why it's happened. And if you could explain that, it'd be a lot better off for you.
And look at me. I know you're a good person. And listen, look at me. I know we can't change this. I know we can't. Nobody can. But you can do the right thing and close it the right way. You truly can. I know you can. You are a good person. Do the right thing.
Is this how you want your girls to remember you? Or do you want to have a reason, an explanation on why it happened? So why? Why did it have to happen like this? What led up to this? it escalate in this room, or is this room passed, or what? Why did this happen?
It's okay to cry. It's okay to show emotion. It's gonna be okay. It truly is. It's gonna be okay. Do the right thing. You're a good person. Do the right thing. We're gonna get through this together. We're not against you by no means. We're gonna get through this together, but you have to help us. You have to help us, allow you to help you. You're a good person, Devyn. I'm telling you, I know you are. You're not a monster. You're not a bad person. But you need to start doing the right thing right now. This is where you change things and make things right.
This had to have a reason. You guys, your girls remember you as this.
Let's take the reason out of it, okay, for right now, okay? Where is the object? Just tell us where the object is. That's all we're asking. Right now, let's take small steps. Devyn, please. I'm begging you. I'm trying to help you. I'm sincerely trying to help you. Don't go down that road. It's not fair to you or your kids. No, I understand. I understand, but you're not allowing us to go through this together. You put up this wall when you're in denial. This is reality, as I said before. This is not going away. But you have an opportunity right now to make things right for yourself. To start moving in a right direction. You start to have an opportunity for closure for his parents, for your children. Understandable. Lord, this is simply amazing. In my 22-year career, this is amazing to hear you sit here and say that. Listen.
Maybe it was because I didn't get rid of it.
Are your fingerprints or DNA going to be on either one of those bottles? Why not?
Let me guess, you don't remember.
That one, I don't think I knew.
Well, where would you move these from?
It was in the hallway in the lane.
This is the hallway right here.
Right, there's like a lane in the hallway in the lane.
That's what these are. They're laying in the hallway. Right there.
Like set it up. And it was completely full.
So these are tipped over, laying right where they're at. You walk over and set it up and then leave and not set that one up?
Yeah, but that was like hours and earlier in the day.
What was hours earlier in the day?
Like, maybe 6, 7 in the evening, earlier in the day.
So these are sitting there all day long?
No.
Yes, these are there the next morning. You're just claiming that these are in the hallway anyway. They're in the same spot where you just said.
Right, but it was not like that. Well, I'm not sure where it is exactly.
Okay. So, you got this same bottle over at your house? No, you don't? What is this? So you don't even know what it is, you're saying no? Strong stroke? Soft stroke? Yeah. So you said no. You don't have that at your house? Sitting on top of your washing machine?
That is?
Yeah. Listen.
Wait, that
That's belongs to you because it is, I don't know, it's no, listen, You can sit here and say, you think that you're smarter than me.
No, I don't think I'm smarter than anybody, but I didn't do this.
Okay.
It's only because I have the same cleaning.
No. The cell phone that you take, you have to take the cell phone from his house back to your house after he's dead. Is this blood on it? His wallet, his keys, things that you're not supposed to have wrapped up in a bag 8 times, shoved in your underwear drawer. You're the last person to see him. You're the last person to physically assault him, hit him in the head. He's in the exact same spot. You remember everything from him handing you debit cards and EBT cards and which specific gas station and this and that and going to CVS to get your daughter's this and the school and he's supposed to be here at 5 a.m. or whatever time to go do all this stuff with the taking to school and this and that and whatever. Did your girls go to school that day?
I tried, I couldn't get him.
Why not?
John wasn't there.
Because your kids aren't registered for school? Because your kids aren't registered for school?
I need him to register.
Why does he have to register them?
We both have to register them.
No. No, both parents go to come back to register them. And generally you don't go to school to drop the kids off at school on the very first day of school to register them.
Yes, John was supposed to.
Okay, so all of this stuff. And then the only thing that you don't remember is the time that you were denied that you're at the house, where 100% you were there for an hour and 4 minutes, running around the room that you can't explain.
I really remember what I was there involved in. I do not remember anything else.
Okay, that's all too. Good luck with that, because that is not going to fly. But I think we're done.
Absolutely. And your girls are definitely going to take you because you can't even have the audacity to give them closure. Shame on you. That's terrible.
Get out of here, accuse me of this!
Oh, so there's
I didn't do it!
there's some anger now, huh?
I told you from the beginning I didn't
Is
do
that
it!
how you feel against him?
No! It's not how I could against him!
I think you're just upset that you got caught this and.
Not even once.
No?
No.
Personally, I think that you weren't expecting him to move into your house so soon, so you had to go over to the house. And killed him at his mom's house, so you went to be the suspect.
No.
No.
I've been talking about moving to my house for months.
Yeah, you were surprised he was actually about to prove it.
No, because it wasn't following through. He just moved tools and DVDs and stuff. You guys were
You
there.
said he moved all of his stuff.
Tools and DVDs. I didn't say he moved all this stuff. I said he moved a whole bunch of crap.
Okay. You want to get somebody to transport and hang out?
Let me see what else is right here.
Okay. Do you understand that it does not sound even feasible? No, just answer my question. You explained everything except an hour and 4 minutes that after you hit him in the head, that you don't remember.
Yes, because I had nothing to do with him.
That's not answering the question.
Yes, I said yes.
So if that's not feasible to you, how would it be to a jury or the general
I
public?
didn't say it wasn't feasible to me. I didn't.
Oh, it's feasible. You remember everything except an hour and 4 minutes after you hit somebody in the head. That's what you're saying? You can,
I didn't shut off his head. So I can say it over and over again. And I would continue to say it. I would say that from the beginning.
well, you have to have something for the hour and 4 minutes where he was murdered, that you were in the house. That's it. That's the only time you don't remember.
I didn't know I was there that long.
It doesn't matter if you don't.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't remember being there that long. I didn't know I left.
Okay, so is it possible you did it, you don't remember?
Yes, sir. It is very
impossible.
Okay, how? Have you had moments in the past where you've
Yes.
done stuff where
Yes.
this happened?
Yes, there's things in my past where I cannot remember. And yes, I have talked to my doctor about it. Yes, they're trying to figure out what's going on with me. Yes.
Okay, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but what is wrong with you that you say that
I
you're trying
don't
to be
know.
diagnosed?
They're testing me now. I went yesterday. For whatever reason, my brain tingled and I blacked out. And I literally have it on documentation from the doctor, and they're trying to figure out what's going on with me.
Okay, do you take Xanax or benzos or anything like that?
I have a whole bunch of pills.
Okay.
And I don't know what they are because they're about 20 different syllables, and I don't know, but I didn't do this. I know
Have you ever been diagnosed with mental illness or
no.
no?
They were just testing me for everything. I just did an MRI, an EEG. They were doing a whole bunch of other tests. But yes, the last thing that's happened to me, I remember my brain starts tingling, and then I would wake up. I don't remember doing any of this. I know I don't remember being there that damn long. I remember getting my daughter's medication. I remember being home. I don't remember even hitting him like that. I know he was pissing me off, so I hit him, but it wasn't anything where he was dead. He was breathing. He definitely had his head on him. You guys are trying to say I did all this stuff. I did not.
You don't remember, is what you're saying. You don't remember doing any of this. Okay. So that's it. There's a possibility you did, but you don't remember because you were blacked out.
I'm not an evil person. You guys are telling me that I did all these things, and I'm like,
The next day when you woke up, or I don't think that you went to bed based on the activity and everything like that, because when we print on the phone thing, everything comes out, it's like good about it and everything else, activity, it appears that you're pretty active the entire night. The next day, what did you do? Did you go to school first, or you went to the oncology? So you drove to the school?
yes,
Did you go to the oncology appointment first or the school first? Okay, and you got to the school?
yes.
Who did you talk to at the school?
School staff at their school. And they said I can register, I had to turn in some paperwork.
Okay.
So I went to my friend, asked him to call me. And I got him there, talked to him. She tried to get it in order, turned it in.
So we're working on all of this stuff. Obviously, it's whatever, but video surveillance from the school, video surveillance from the oncology place, all of this stuff, we have tons and tons. You told us, like, hey, we stopped here at this gas station, so we spend the time, we go out there.
Detective, is that when your video storage ran out?
It was.
Yes, ma'am.
The rest of this will take us through the rest of the day. During this recess, you must not discuss or communicate with anyone, including fellow jurors, in any way regarding this case or today, either by voice, phone, email, text, internet, or other means of communication or social media. You must not read, watch, listen to news or media accounts or commentary about the case. You must not do any research, such as consulting dictionary, using the internet, or using reference materials. You must not make any investigation, testify the case, recreate any aspects of the case, or in any other way investigate or learn about the case on your own. You must not form or express anything regarding this case until it's finally submitted to you. Ladies and gentlemen, 3:45 will be in recess at 4 o'clock.
All rise for the jury.
So how y'all think that they gonna combat this? Or they don't have a way to combat this. She said I did it, but then she come back and she talk about she didn't do it. I'm like, what is going on here? Lady, this the only courtroom that I know that do all these breaks. They do more breaking than they do courting. I want her to continue to yell, because when she was yelling, I could understand her. I could hear her. I could understand her when she was yelling. Yeah, I want her to yell again. Shoot, she was mad at them. She said she been crying all dang on day. Yeah, I don't know what the judge said. Did she say they coming back, or what she say? Well, see, this is my thing. So does she take the stand, admit to hitting him, and then admit that somebody else did the rest? Or what did she do? Okay. So I guess my question, let me look at the poll. Let me see what we got in this poll. So we have, so far, 81% of y'all say that she guilty. 82% now. 18% of y'all say, who the hell knows? Let me ask you. Okay, and this is out of 17 votes because everybody didn't vote. So y'all think about this. We got 17 votes and 18% like they don't know. Do y'all think this could be a hung jury? I'm wondering if this could be a hung jury. Oh, okay. And the reason, only reason why I say this, y'all, because when she cried that day, right? When we seen her at her plea agreement and she cried, she was only gonna get 15 years. So if you were facing 15 years versus to what you have now, as far as a possibility of life in prison, you wouldn't take the 15 years? I don't, because you know how guilty you are. Excuse me, y'all. Does that make sense? Like, she knows how guilty or not guilty she is. Or am I looking at this all wrong? Because I just don't really understand what would be the point of it, especially if you know you did such things, right? You know that they're going to be able to prove it, right? Because you didn't already did this interrogation video and all of this stuff. Why not take the plea deal? I mean, it just don't make sense to me. Or am I just thinking? I mean, does she really think that she was gonna be able to get out of it? Is that what we would think? I don't get that part. You say the case is all over the place. Yeah, then that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's what I don't understand. It's like, if you know, because it's 15 years or you was either facing life. Like they had to be in there telling her this. Like I don't think that her lawyer was telling her anything different. Like he had to be like, hey, like you better take this deal because all this evidence they got on you, you guilty. I can do some things, but I can't do magic. That's why as soon as she said that she was not taking that deal, the defense attorney was like, he raised his hand if he was sure. He raised his hand like this. He was like, I'm out. I'm done. Count me out, judge. I can't do it. I won't do it. I'm done with this case. You need to find her a new attorney. Yeah, they offered her 15, Rockstar. That's why I'm like, why would she even take this to trial? Like, even if you were there and you hit him over the head and somebody else did something more, you are still guilty of something, right? Well, they got the case all over the place because I'm pretty sure they're going to come up there and they're going to say something. I'm sure they're going to come up there and say something. I just don't understand it. I mean, from all accounts, I mean, even with her lawyer, man, like, and here she looked like she looked like she could be a supermodel, at least to me, or maybe, I mean, she's so pretty. I thought she was so pretty. And let me see. Wait a minute, y'all.
Seven 7239, State of Nevada versus Devyn Michaels. May the record reflect that Ms. Michaels is present in custody. Ms. Crafton is here on her behalf. Mr. Giordani and Ms. Griffith are here on behalf of the state. Mr. Date time set for sentencing. Are both parties prepared to go forward?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, this is a stipulated sentence. Anything you want to add?
I do just a couple of things, Judge. First, we have 3 victim speakers. I asked that they permitted me speak last.
Okay.
We obviously went to a settlement conference. We stipulated this sentence. I think that the life tale reflects the gravity and the haunting nature of the facts. As you know, the defendant not only murdered her ex, but then desecrated his body by decapitating him and putting chemicals on his body, causing it to burn. The defendant admitted to the fatal blow. She never admitted to the decapitation portion, but the evidence was overwhelming that it was obviously her who did it. Another haunting fact.
Okay, so right there, they are stating that she admitted to what they're saying is the fatal blow, but she never admitted to the actual, chop of him. I'm trying to see if they're moving around in the courtroom. Okay, they look like they about to approach, so we ain't gonna be able to see it. As soon as they go back in the courtroom, we'll go back in there too.
And something that should be concerning, which supports the life tale, is that the defendant had a corollary child abuse case that pre-existed this. We reviewed, Ms. Griffith and I reviewed the minutes in that case, and it appears that 2 days after she murdered and decapitated her ex, she appeared in court in front of another judge in this courthouse and made representations that she was staying out of trouble, and obviously had that on her conscience at the time, walked right back out of the courthouse, and then ultimately was developed as our suspect and arrested. We take this case very seriously, obviously the family does as well. We believe the sentence reflects the gravity of the crime, so we will submit it. We do have some updates on CT.
Ooh, we, jail is not doing her good. Okay, here, y'all. I'm about to take us back in the courtroom. They back in there, but jail is not doing her any favors. I'm not to say that it's supposed to give some people some favors, but dang, sheesh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Detective, you indicated you had the backup recorder going.
Correct.
I'm gonna just play the audio, hopefully around the same time where we just left off.
Yeah, you was long enough to not pay the truck bill or something like that, or I think it was end of July.
No, I called and they had to arrange this for time to pay it.
Obviously, he's got some money issues and not really contributing a lot. It seems like what he really contributed was with the EBT card.
I apologize, Detective. I'm gonna have to back up a couple minutes there.
School staff, the principal, and his can register, I have to turn in some paperwork. So when they're to my appointment, that's when the detective called me. We were down there, talking to him. And she tried to get before, turned it in.
So we're working on all of this stuff. Obviously, it's whatever, but video surveillance from the school, video surveillance from the oncology place, all of this stuff, we have tons and tons. He told us, like, hey, we stopped here at this gas station. So we spend the time, we go out there, we get video surveillance from that place. We get video surveillance from any place that you said that you were at or could have been at, or any place that your phone or vehicle or anything like that put you at. We have video surveillance from the entire neighborhood. Streets along the way, in and out, everything else like that. Nothing says anybody else did it. And the difference is, where we're at here is, a lot of it looks like it's planned. There's cleaning supplies, there's this, it's the last, when the last night he's supposed to be at home, the cameras are taken down. It looks very plain and methodical. Or is it something that happens and, hey, I got angry, he was touching me this and that, whatever, I hit him, went too far, and ended up with this. That's the difference. And you just saying, well, I don't remember. So you and Dad, what were
Detective, that was very soft there. You're asking about the cameras, and she says he took the cameras down, meaning John?
Yeah, he took the cameras down, he did all that.
conversations that you had about any of this stuff? You seem to be a very emotionally dependent person based on the conversations between you two. Would you characterize yourself like that, or is that, you don't feel like that? Because everything's very, it seems like there's an issue with the intimacy or something, and then I hate you out, you're cheating on me, you're this, that, you don't want to have sex with me, and then, like a day later, hey, grab me 2 beers and made from the store. Okay, see you at home, when you coming home? I hate you, liar, liar, cheater, cheater. It's a very up and down. I think on the third you told me you wanted a divorce. It's just fed up, or? I don't know what your financial situation is, but I'm just assuming he pays some money.
That's why it wasn't really a big thing for John,
But John doesn't really have money to pay anything, right?
he said he was gonna try to help.
I'm trying to, but obviously, like, you just had to help him out with some money with his mom, right? You and his mom did give him some money? Well, you told somebody, you and his mom helped him out pay the truck bill or something like that for, I think it was, end of July.
No, I called and we got the arrangements from him, and I didn't pay him.
Obviously, he's got some money issues and not really contributing a lot. It seems like what he really contributed was with the EBT card.
Yes.
But he can't pay bills on the EBT card.
But she was willing to accept me.
I was saying they moved in with you. Now, debt fees was paying $1,100 a month.
Yes, the time there was I was going to rent out my home. Something small. It wasn't so much of a financial burden on myself. Because I realized it doesn't matter who it was. It just needed to be a little bit easier, whether it was John or heavier.
Was the heavier thing to like try to get back at John, or how did that come about?
No. It started out as commands and just fell out and one thing, but
Did he have any sort of relationship with his dad or with him? Did he ever go over to the house or anything like that? Did you have any psychiatrist or anything that you're under current care of? Or who was your doctor that is dealing with the lockhouse?
I don't remember her name. Just got a new doctor. We're running all the tests.
What do you need phone?
Because that first med, I don't remember her name.
She's at First Med.
I just started talking to myself.
What was that?
About 2 months ago.
2 months ago?
Yes.
Like, yeah, she had an appointment and stuff, or?
She's the one that set the neurology appointments and everything.
So was she like family care? What was it EEG?
There's a way to,
Raising?
Detective, well, I tried to stop it right at an hour, 20 minutes. Fair to say that there's about 3-4 minutes left, and it's just mainly medical stuff and nothing, no more real questioning related to what we've been discussing.
That's accurate.
Judge, I will pass the witness at this time.
Okay? Ms. Cross?
Yes, thank you. Detective, it was you and Detective, was it Christopher,
Correct.
that conducted this interview?
Yes.
Fair to say it was a fairly confrontational interview.
Fair to say yes.
I mean, you've got your partner in this interview saying you're not going to tell us the same bullshit that you told Ozella, correct?
Correct.
You've been trained in interview techniques, correct?
Yes.
You would agree with me that the primary starting point in the police academies is the read technique.
I don't know about the police academy, but I've heard of it.
You've heard of it. Is
Correct.
there another named technique that you were taught through the course of your training as a detective and a police officer?
Open-ended questions. I believe the read technique's more of like a structured course technique where you rely on rapport more in the beginning.
You would agree with me that when you sat down and you began your interview, you were convinced that she had committed the crime.
Correct.
Your partner was convinced that she had committed the crime.
Correct.
You would agree with me that through this process and up until this time that we heard this interview, which started, was it at 6:54 p.m.?
Yes.
You and everyone else involved basically reached the conclusion that she was the guilty party, correct?
Yes.
So you'd agree with me that you went in there not necessarily with a motive to find out information, but to get her to confess to the crime, correct?
We were trying to confront her on the evidence that we had that she was not admitting to.
I mean, there's relationships about her daughters, threats concerning her daughters, correct? If you want to see your daughters, questions along those lines, correct?
No.
We listened to them. It was brought up, her daughters, correct?
Her daughters, but we never threatened that she wanted to see her daughters.
That she needs to cooperate, that she needs to give up information, correct? And it's clear in the video. The daughters, the theme of the daughters was employed to try and get her to confess to a crime, correct?
To admit to the evidence that we were confronting her on.
Beginning of the interview, she's sitting there, she's already been cuffed, correct?
Correct. She was under arrest.
You had said at the very beginning of you, I know it's been a long day, correct?
Yes.
You had made reference to her with a defeated look, correct?
I believe that was Detective Christopher, but yes, that was brought up.
You were both in there, correct?
Yes.
There was reference made to her having been Mirandized earlier that day, correct?
Correct.
There was also reference made to where she had been told earlier that day that Jonathan had been decapitated, correct?
Correct.
She was being confronted with evidence that things that you knew in an attempt to get her to capitulate and to admit to having done something wrong. Fair to say?
Correct.
In fact, there's one point, it was early on in the interview, there's a talk about you and your partner's collective experience, all the years. Do you recall that?
Yes, I do.
How many years was told to her?
I believe it was 40.
40. And then that's followed with, this shit's gonna get real, correct?
Sounds right.
There was reference made to State's Exhibit 12, this photograph, correct?
Yes.
And it was at about 16, maybe 16:01 on the interview, correct? That
photo?
Yes.
I won't dispute that.
State, will you agree? It's about 16 minutes. It states here, hand-drawn picture by Devyn Michaels, correct?
At the top of it?
Yes. If I may approach her, actually, may I publish this? Thank you. This has been admitted. Push this button. Okay. I'm gonna but that's, states right here, hand-drawn picture by Devyn Michaels, correct?
Correct.
But we can see in the interview, she just draws one straight line, correct?
Yes.
The rest of these, the elements to this, the head, the bed, the pillows, the headboard, that's supplied after she's drawn a straight line, correct?
Yes.
So it wasn't a hand-drawn picture by Devyn Michaels, it was simply a line drawn by Devyn Michaels, correct?
Detective Christopher assisted her because she was obviously struggling in the handcuffs.
Well, you say he assisted her, he drew this whole thing, didn't he?
Yeah, based on what she said, yes.
and the video will speak for itself. She draws a line and then he fills in the rest of this, correct?
Correct.
Which is, he's obviously doing that in an attempt to make it match the photograph that's ultimately showed to her, correct?
No.
You'd agree with me that, well, and you're a police officer, but people get nervous when they speak to cops, correct?
Yes.
People get nervous when they get pulled over for a mere traffic ticket, correct?
Absolutely.
I mean, you'll agree with me that through your experience as a detective, sometimes people break down, correct?
Yes.
They may say things that they didn't necessarily do. Is that fair to say? And
Yes.
you know where I'm going with this, but isn't
Yep.
that right?
Yep.
She had been interviewed multiple times prior to your interview, correct?
Correct.
We've heard them. There's been multiple interviews, correct?
Yes.
There's been multiple denials presented to her in reference to having committed a crime, correct?
Yes.
But nonetheless, you and other members of law enforcement keep returning and speaking to her, correct?
Yes.
And that's done with the intent of eliciting some sort of a damaging admission. Fair to say?
It would, yes.
A great deal of emphasis was placed upon the timing in that house, correct?
The hour, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you keep talking about an hour and 4 minutes
Correct.
over and over and over again, correct?
Yes.
We've heard testimony from a person that's a pretty, Yoko, pretty into time, that she came down to clean about 1 a.m., all right?
Yes.
And she testified that she spoke to Devyn for about 15 minutes, all right?
Okay, I didn't know the length of time, but I knew that they met in the kitchen at 1 o'clock.
And we do have video evidence, and some issues been made about the completeness of it, but the video evidence, we have her leaving the house at 2:04, all right?
Yes.
So we're not really talking about an hour and 4 minutes, we're talking about 49 minutes, correct?
Okay.
Much less time, correct?
Not considerably, but yes, less.
She had told you that she was cleaning things up when Yoko was there, correct?
Dishes that she handed to Yoko.
And if I told you that we have testimony from Yoko, that there was dishes, alcohol bottles, things of that nature, you'd have no reason to disagree, correct?
Correct.
If we heard testimony from Yoko that that room, and it wasn't a door, it was a sheet, but was open and the light was on in there, would you have any reason to disagree with that?
With Yoko?
Yeah.
No, I would not.
It's clear, and we've heard a great deal of evidence over the last week and few days, that a move was going on, correct?
Yes.
Fair to say that when one moves one's belongings from one home to another, it can be a bit chaotic.
Yes.
Things can get misplaced or perhaps taken from one house to another inadvertently.
Yes.
There has been testimony concerning Jonathan's wallet and that he had actually lost that wallet the previous day. You're aware of that?
No, I'm not.
That there's texts which are now into evidence, right, Mike? Yes. Where it's shown that Jonathan had lost his wallet the day before and he was communicating with Devyn.
I'm unaware, but I don't dispute that.
But a great deal of evidence was made concerning that wallet and Jonathan's belonging, and is some idea that somehow that was evidence of guilt or that she was trying to hide something, correct?
Yes.
Come to find out, Jonathan had a habit of losing things and drinking, and she had taken his things. She'd received them from Jonathan, okay?
All right.
There's been evidence concerning the phone that was taken, Jonathan's phone, okay?
Yes.
There was never a statement by her, I took his phone on purpose, correct?
No, I don't believe she ever said anything like that.
Fair to say that, oh, she arrived home at 2:42?
That sounds right.
And I'm just talking about from the 6th to the 7th right now, so I won't have to keep saying the
Yes,
date.
I
But
understood.
you agree with me, it's reasonable to believe that maybe someone may take someone's phone by accident. Fair to say?
Possibly.
Someone may take another's keys, either by accident or on purpose, if that person's been drinking. Reasonable?
It's happened before, I assume.
And if I were to tell you that there are a number of texts from Yoko, who was living with Jonathan up until the time of his move, and there was a lot of concerns that Yoko had about his drinking and driving, would you have any reason to disagree with me?
I have no knowledge of that, but I would not disagree.
You'd agree with me that it's gotta be a pretty stressful situation to be arrested for the murder of somebody.
Yes.
And she had been arrested and handcuffed prior to your interviewing her, correct?
Yes.
She had cooperated and given multiple statements to law enforcement, correct?
Yes.
You're aware of statements, and we've heard them concerning Jonathan, although she said he wasn't cut. She had said that he had said something about injuring his hand in reference to a white table. You're aware of that?
I don't believe I am.
White table was found at her place. They had moved it. Aware of that?
I don't believe I am.
Okay. You'd agree with me, people can injure themselves moving.
Yes.
Common sense.
Yes.
Every time law enforcement engaged her, it was with the purpose of trying to get something incriminating against her. And I keep stressing that because that's clearly what you were trying to do, correct?
What I was trying to do?
Yeah.
Correct.
And others with whom you were working.
Correct.
You'd asked her about what Jonathan was wearing when she left, correct?
Yes.
And she said he was wearing boxer shorts, boxers, correct?
She did.
She stayed consistent with that, correct?
Yes.
But you had a photo and it's been evidenced that the boxer shorts were gone, correct?
Yes. That's what she honed in on the picture.
She noticed, yeah. He had boxer shorts on when I left, correct?
Yes.
There was a discussion concerning cleaning materials at Yoko's house, and we'll just refer to that, the Paladera house as Yoko's house, correct?
Yes.
You were aware, you've seen photos, or perhaps you were there was a lot of cleaning supplies in that house, wasn't there?
I was not there. I was not, never went into that house. I was on scene, but never went in. Cleaning supplies that I was aware of were the ones in the hallway there, the evidence photos.
Are you aware of a photo that's now in evidence at Yoko's bathroom where it's lined with cleaning supplies?
I don't believe I am.
Okay. There was cleaning supplies in the hallway, correct?
What I just referenced, yes.
Yeah. And in the bathroom, I mean, there's a lot of cleaning supplies in that house, correct?
I would not disagree. I wasn't in there, though.
Fair to say that she has been interviewed over and over again, and her statements, protestations of not having done anything to Jonathan weren't getting her anywhere. Fair to say?
What are you asking?
That through her various interviews and her, I said protestations, her saying over and over again she didn't do this, wasn't getting her anywhere, correct?
Correct.
She gets arrested, her daughters are brought up, she's threatened with nobody's going to believe with what she's going to say, and then she tells you about hitting him in the head, correct?
Correct.
And that's it, correct? In your interview. I mean, she talks about hitting him in the head with something
Yes.
near the bed,
She
correct?
hit some, and there's points where she says that she doesn't remember.
Yeah.
It's possible, but she just doesn't remember.
Okay, and we'll get to that. But you'd agree with me that hitting somebody in the head, assuming that happened, is different than killing them and decapitating them.
Yes, absolutely.
She actually points out that hitting him in the head with something is a completely different matter, or something to
Yes.
those, correct?
Yes.
An object that Jonathan may or may have been hit in the head with was not recovered, correct?
Yes, that's accurate.
There were no power tools, specifically a mechanical powered saw that was recovered, correct?
Not that I'm aware of, but I'm wrong. But
Or any instruments that may have been used to sever the head.
not that I'm aware of, but I wasn't informed of that.
You'll agree with me that there's a lot of pressure, societal pressure to solve a crime, especially a heinous crime, fair to say?
Absolutely.
I mean, this was obviously number one on the list of priorities on the cases that you were working on. Find the murderer in this case, fair to say?
Correct?
Get closure for this case, correct?
Yes.
You'll agree with me when there's this kind of pressure, shortcuts may be taken.
I wouldn't say that.
It's easier to focus on one defendant, one object. Hey, we do know that she was there versus someone else. Fair to say? It's the shortest distance between 2 points.
Are you asking why she became a suspect?
Hey, she was the easiest person. She was there that night. Fair to say?
That among other things, but yes.
Yeah. She had said repeatedly that they were together that night. We know she was, correct?
Yes.
In fact, they had been together late the night before. You're aware of that?
Yes.
She was consistent and remained consistent through the course of your interview that John was alive when she left.
He was breathing, which she would say yes.
She never told you in that interview that she took his head, did she?
She did not tell us that.
Is this the first case that you've been involved with concerning a decapitation?
Yes. I can't think of another one.
Yeah, it's a fair rare occasion. I mean, it doesn't
Yes.
happen, at least here in this country, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, let me ask you this, and this is an aside, but I believe you may be the last detective we have an opportunity to speak concerning. I mean, was luminol used, do you know, in this? Was anything checked? I mean, there's been talk about times, things like that.
I can't testify to that. I don't know. I wasn't aware.
Okay. So based upon your interview with her, she hits him in the head, and now we know it's about 49 minutes she leaves, correct?
She's in the house for at least till 2:04.
Okay. That'd be a lot of time to actually decapitate somebody, clean it all up, and get rid of all the evidence, correct?
Be a considerable amount of time.
That's a pretty tight timeline to get rid of. I mean, obviously, we've heard testimony that, I mean, if you decapitate a person, it creates a mess. We've seen photographs that there was a fair amount of blood, correct?
Yes.
She told you that she didn't take anything out of that house, correct? And it was in reference to a weapon or a head or, correct?
Yes, I would say that's what she's referencing because she was moving some of her daughter's belongings.
Yeah. She had told you that she was moving things around, correct? I mean, we know that she was moving, and I mean, that's consistent with what she told you. Is that right?
Yes, and she brought some of her daughter's belongings to her vehicle.
Yeah, so they're in the process of a move, correct?
Yeah.
She tells you that she leaves and then goes to a drugstore, correct?
CVS, yes.
And we've seen the video of that. Obviously, you've reviewed that.
Correct.
She's wearing white shirt, correct? Rolls in and gets a prescription for her daughter, correct?
I don't recall the color of the shirt, but I would say yeah.
Yeah, and that's right after this decapitation is alleged to have occurred and that she's been supposedly cleaning this up, correct?
Correct.
And then she goes home. 2:42, I believe you said the time was?
She arrives home, yes.
That's consistent with what she had told you, correct?
Yes.
And your understanding. There was talk concerning her going to the school the next morning, and you're aware of, she did go to school the next morning and try and enroll her daughters. You aware of that?
I believe that's, yes.
We do know that she went to a gas station, Funnies, correct?
The next day?
Yeah.
I'm not aware of that.
There is minimization that you and your partner, and I'm just going to kind of refer to you as one because we saw both of you sitting there. It was the two of you basically with her on the other side, correct?
Correct.
You're both large men. I mean, I'm pointing out the obvious, but I mean, you're in shape. You're a big guy, correct?
I would say average, but okay.
I'm going to disagree with you, but so is your partner. He's a pretty beefy guy too, isn't he?
Okay.
I mean, we can see it.
Yep.
It can be intimidating, correct?
We did consider that. Like I said, this wasn't an interview room. It was a conference room. It's a larger room. Typically, when we do interviews, we sit next to and across from. We had her seated at the head of the table, and we sat back a little bit.
She's handcuffed.
Correct.
That kind of changes the dynamic a little bit, the power dynamic, doesn't it?
Well, she's under arrest, yes.
Yeah. And she was placed under arrest prior to your interviewing her.
Yes.
She's told at the very beginning of this interview that she's going to fess up. She's going to help you. It's going to help her to give you information, correct? And that precedes her talking about hitting him in the head, correct?
I don't think exactly that, but I would say that works, yeah.
And then the jury has this video. I mean, the video speaks for itself.
Yes.
It's after this that then this idea about her hitting him in the head with something comes about, correct?
I don't recall the exact timeline, but it's obvious we've seen it.
Yeah. And through the course of this interview, nothing more than that, correct? Correct? I mean...
Nothing more than what?
Than that. She hit him in the head with something, he left and he was breathing, correct?
She at the end, she said that she waited around to make sure he was breathing, but yes.
Yeah, yeah. He was alive.
Yes.
You are aware of the phenomena of false confessions, correct?
I've heard of it.
They happen, don't they?
Yes.
You're aware of case studies by social scientists where people actually admit, and usually it's murder, to something having committed a crime they didn't in fact commit, correct?
Yes.
We have the Central Park Five, and we have other, in fact, the Innocence Project. A third of those guys admitted, if he knows.
This is testimony. He's not an expert, and I would refute any alleged science behind that.
There's a lot of it.
Mr. Drucker, he's not here to testify as an expert. You can talk to him about what
Yes.
he did, but we're not getting into things that are not an issue in this trial.
Let me ask you this, have you received training concerning false confessions and the dynamic where they occur?
I don't believe so.
But you'll agree with me that they do occur.
Yes.
One more question on this subject. They tend to occur more concerning murder cases than others.
I wouldn't know that.
Okay. It's only after that you and your partner are basically swearing at her, telling her the shit's gonna get real, saying, you know, about the kids and John, that then she kind of has this where she doesn't quite remember, correct? That's fair to say, and that's a fair summary of what occurred during this interview.
No, I believe initially she was saying that she just left. She just left. And then we confronted her on the evidence that she was there, and then she says, I don't remember.
Okay, but, well, she's there, says she left, she's confronted, she's under arrest, she's handcuffed, and then we kind of get this story about maybe she hit him in the head with something. Fair to say?
Sorry, what was that timeline again?
Yeah. The video starts, she's handcuffed, she's
Yes.
under arrest, okay?
Correct.
where we hear that she's been Mirandized previously that day, okay?
Yes.
Her first story is that, she says that she just left, and then when that doesn't help you to get her to admit to something, it gets confrontational. Fair?
That's when we tell her that, hey, we have evidence that you were there, you didn't just leave.
Okay. And then after this confrontation, and the evidence will speak for itself, then this idea that well, maybe she did something, correct? Maybe she hit him in the head, correct?
Correct.
And then there's more that goes on, and we see it. Your partner's getting, passionate, correct?
Yes.
But she never says, and it's after that, then she's like, well, maybe I have a memory issue, correct?
She tells us that she's taking medication for memory loss.
And if I told you that she does take medication for that, would you have any reason to disagree with me? She has a medical history.
I don't.
So it's in response to this confrontation that she's saying, well, I don't know, there's parts of that night maybe I don't remember, correct?
Yes.
And that's in response to the confrontational position that you and your partner, the two of you, are taking against her, correct?
I think that's more us presenting the evidence that she's there.
So it
and she
wasn't
doesn't have a.
confrontational, your voices weren't raised, you're yelling.
I don't think it was that confrontational.
To you, maybe. Okay, you've got a 230-pound woman that's handcuffed with you, correct?
Yes.
And then it's after that, then we see that there's, well, maybe I don't remember something, correct?
Correct.
But then later, she actually gets passionate with you and says, I did not do this, correct?
Yes.
And she consistently denies having killed Jonathan, correct?
Correct.
She consistently, and she even looks at the photo through this and she's like, I didn't do that, correct?
At one point, yes.
There's discussions to do what's going to happen after she's not going to be able to go home and things like that, and that was the last part of this interview, correct?
I don't.
And I'm not trying to confuse. I'm not trying.
Yeah.
We heard, and we heard that the tape or the video, the capacity was full, so we lost the video towards the last part of this, correct?
Yes.
And the rest of this interview is captured on the little handheld recording device, correct?
Correct.
She's done, correct? She's being taken away. It's done, correct?
Yeah. Well, prior to even when the audio or the video was going, Detective Christopher steps out to get a patrol officer to transport her, and then I just sit there until the patrol officer shows up. But we have a conversation. Yes.
Okay. I can have the court's indulgence there. Fair to say, for all intents and purposes, then this case is done and we're here now for trial, correct?
For my part.
Yeah.
I did not the end of it, but that was the end of it.
That was your part.
Correct.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Just real quickly, Detective, the point of talking to a person multiple times, it's different in different types of cases. Would you agree with me?
Absolutely.
And here we have a very glaring piece of evidence that's missing, correct?
Yes.
And John had children, 3 of them, right?
Yes, he did.
He had 2 little girls.
And the son.
And parents, and who probably want to put on a funeral for him.
Yes.
Was one of your main objectives in this interview attempting to find out what she did with the head?
It was. Obviously, we always try to give the family some closure or whatever, but obviously finding a severed head would obviously help the family, I believe, with, some closure.
I'll pass
No, thank you.
Do the ladies and gentlemen of the jury have any questions for this witness? Okay, seeing no response, sir, thank you very much for your testimony here today.
Thank you.
call your next witness?
At this time, the state would rest its case.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, the state has arrested their case. We are going to take our night recess at this point. During this recess, you must not discuss or communicate with anyone, including fellow jurors, in any way regarding this case or its merits, either by voice, phone, email, text, internet, or other means of communication or social media. You must not read, watch, or listen to any news or media accounts or commentary about this case. You must not do any research, such as consulting dictionaries, using the internet, or using reference materials. You must not make any investigation, test the theory of the case, recreate any aspect of the case, or in any other way investigate or learn about the case on your own. You must not form or express any opinion regarding this case or the funds made to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be recessed until tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. All rise for the jury.
Okay, so the state has rested their case. So we going to the defense case tomorrow. So the way I don't know who the defense is putting up there. I hear rumors that she's going to be testifying. Let me see where our poll is at. I know once the jurors go out the room, the I'm done with you, rock star. Don't be talking about her teeth. Oh goodness. Oh gosh. Did we have a poll out here? Or we didn't have a poll? I must have ended the poll. Oh boy. You say that got big, baby. Ooh. Look, there it go. There it go. Ooh wee. You can't see that butted. Oh. Oh, yeah. So 9 a.m. Huh? You're right. I see her post, but I don't know which post you talking about, Sharon Rock. I know she had posted something on there. Which way? I know when they got kicked out of the courtroom, they said they can't stream when the jurors are out of the room. So guys, anybody that was looking for our anybody that was watching our trial that was in Arizona, we will be premiering that in the morning. So don't forget if you want to catch that one in the morning. We'll be on day 2 of that one. For our troubled orphan trial, y'all know that we on day 3 of that one, but that's going to the jury, and he almost sealed the deal for him a life without parole sentence, so he'll get LWOP. Yeah, I think she did. I think I read it to the chat yesterday, Sharon Rock. I think that's the one where she said that they were arguing behind the thing, and she had admitted on camera, told him to turn off the camera during the interrogation, but told them when the camera went off that she carried his head out in a basket, right? A demon adoption, yeah, I agree with that. I'm putting a no fluff version of that one up too. You say a Debbie Downer. Okay. Yeah, I read it to the chat and let them see the tweet yesterday because we was like, well, why we can't be in court? That's how we kind of found out that we can't be in court when the juror's not in there. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, because sometimes we don't be knowing. Yeah. So they didn't even let that part play because they because she failed that in that same tweet they said that she failed the polygraph. But they not letting that in. So that's that. So we got a couple different things going on. Tomorrow we will have our After Dark special. I'm gonna have somebody on here. Let Juicy Talk come on from Juicy Talk. She's gonna come on and hang out with us and discuss this. So we can go over our erotic. Our Vivica Fox. I wish Vivica Fox, boy, oh boy. And we're moving on up. Nope. No. She close enough to Vivica Fox. She'll be my Vivica Fox. Yeah, so we gonna hang out with Juicy Talk tomorrow night. Everybody is BYOB. We will have a long day ahead of us. We'll probably have one verdict back. I don't know what this case gonna do. I don't know what I can't tell if I would have thought we would have been done with this. I thought we would have been done with this case, guys. Yes, I did. I did watch the interview. I watched a couple different ones. I watched the one on Taylor Umbridge. Yeah, shout out to her. Yeah, she got an interview with him. Yeah, I was hoping that I hope that before they go back to for the sentencing, I did send the lawyer a message to see what his schedule was like. So we'll see. What we about. Is Sylvia coming tomorrow? Who's Sylvia? Miss Sylvia? You talk about from I know her from YSL. You talk about from YSL? Ah! No, Brooklyn. It was him and another attorney. I would say go check it out. I watched it. Yeah. And I can put her thing in here if you want to see it. I think I can. Let me see. Y'all know I don't be knowing how to do this. Wait a minute. What's so long? I'll find out how to put it in the description. I may have to look at it. I may have to look at my subscription, the ones that I'm subscribed to, and get it and put it in there for y'all. Let me see. Let me go and look at my people that I'm subscribed to her. Because I thought it would turn it on, but it's not. It's not clicking on. Wait a minute. Subscriptions. And this would be an easier way for me to find it. Here we go. Ah, shoot. Subscriptions. I don't know. I gotta find it. I don't know why it's so hard for me to find stuff. I'll find it. It's like like even when I'm spelling it, it's not coming up. I hope I'm not seeing it wrong. I don't know. I hope I'm not seeing it wrong. Oh gosh. I know. I hope I'm not seeing it wrong. What's the main points about the case? Which case are you talking about? What you talk about, Taya? What case you talk about? This case or which case you talk about? Oh, the one with Alicia Lawyer. I would say, I mean, it was a real good interview. I would say go check it out. Here, I'm about to put it in the chat. I got it. I know I got it because hold on, I'm about to get it for you. I'm about to put it in the chat right now. I found it. So you can have it. Here. Yeah, I think that they did some good they had some good pointers in there and it was really good. So I would say go check it out over there at her YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm hoping that maybe I could talk to them before either on camera or off camera before they go for sentencing because I would like to know their thoughts and how they plan on, going through her sentencing part. And I don't know. I want to ask them like, what do they think about this judge? Like how this judge? I really want to hear the real. Like I want to know. Okay, yeah. Here's her. That's the link to it. Yeah, so this case in Arizona, yeah, we'll watch that one. Yeah, we'll watch day 2 of that one. We'll premiere that in the morning. Yes, it's to my understanding that it is supposed to be a long trial, but I think it's so long, one, because of the DNA that they're doing and the schedule. Like they come in for a half a day, then they gone for 2 weeks. A half a day, then they gone for 2 weeks. Like, so I have no clue why that's like that, but it is. But yes, so we will check that case out and we'll wrap up our other case tomorrow. Yeah, well, it is in this case too, and I just don't really even understand how they're gonna do this one, but I guess they figuring out how they're gonna do it. So for the after dark tomorrow, I'm thinking because we will be in court until about around this time, y'all. Yeah, probably till around this time, unless they end court early on a Friday. You know, in Vegas, they may end court early. They may be nice. This judge be having to go out. She got stuff to do, so she may end court early. I mean, considering today they only had 3 hours and 44 minutes of court. Tell me about that one. So we will plan our after dark to just be after dark, right? We'll plan to do it about maybe if I do it at 7, if we do it about 7 or 8, how would that work? The Arizona trial is about it's It's a cold case from 2015. It's real weird, Cynthia, to be honest, because I don't know. Okay, so it's the case from 2015. The guy's accused of going in her house, unaliving her, essaying her, all of this stuff, right? And for some reason, I guess they put the DNA because they said he did something with some bottle. They put his DNA in the system, the coded system, but it never got a hit because he had never been arrested and his DNA had never, popped up. So they did some kind of familiar or something kind of DNA testing where they sent it to some lab and they say whose ancestry is this, and they did some backdoor DNA, came back and said who is all the men in the family. Then they went from all the men to who lives in Arizona in the family, and this man talk about he ain't never met her. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. That's probably more of a question for therapists because I don't know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this mess. I don't know how they I don't know how they convicted him of this, but whatever. Yeah, it's really confusing because, like I said, it's one of them cold cases that I just don't know about it. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get this off. Oh, really, Shamrock? I didn't know that's what they did. That's what they did in the Kohlberger case? I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Wow. No, I guess the same thing here. They didn't went from, but I mean, it's been like so many years. Like they don't have any other evidence, I don't think. Yeah, but in this case, I don't think they even have any other evidence besides them talking about that the license plate that the police ran his plates and he was in the area. Not absent. Oh, well, that's okay. You'll be here for after dark. Yeah, I would say a good thing, Cynthia. Opening statements is on there on the channel website. Um, it don't have no breaks or anything in there. I would say just go look at the opening statement, see if it's something that you want to tune into. I really don't. It seemed like it's gonna be interesting, but we only really watched the first day today. Yes, well, we watched it today. We'll watch day 2 tomorrow. Yeah, because it's just old DNA in his car in the neighborhood. And I'm like, I don't really trust him with DNA that old. Like, I don't know. Why would we trust? Do we trust him? And he talking about he don't know this girl? Mm-hmm. All right. You say that damn. Oh, yeah, it's dinging. It's dinging, baby. I don't know why it's dinging, but it's dinging. It's dinging. All right, guys. Well, y'all know y'all were in the right place today, right? You got a busy day tomorrow where there's no filters, no fluff, just facts. So you can be the judge. All right, guys. I will see you in the morning. Make sure you have your notification bell, everything locked and loaded. Thank you to the mods. Shout out to Barb. Thank you, Barb. Thank you, Barb. Welcome to all the new chatters. Thank you, Drunky. Thank you all for all your support and love for today. Peace.